Welcome back to the Playlive Melbourne Millions with a belly full of duck and a Berkey by my side.
Hello. How are we doing? And we are filming this Nightcrawler Day 2 here, just quietly.
Final two tables here in the Nightcrawler. I am Josh Abity with my co-commentator, the one and only Adam Burke. How we doing, baby?
Mate, we are on fire tonight. Look at this field, man. 665 entrants for the Nightcrawler.
Actually insane.
$400 buy-in. That is a monster prize pool we're playing here for a $400 buy-in tournament. Be a lot of these guys who could be their first time on stream, so
it's going to be very different, I think, to the stream action we've seen so far. Also, one of the amazing things about these huge fields, there's going to be more up top in this, if I'm not mistaken, than there was in the 1.5K6 max.
Yeah, there is definitely going to be. Like, these huge fields, man, they're so exciting to play. We were talking about the opening event that got 1,400 runners. This event here, 665 for $400. Now, we're going to have a quick... let's see who's on the table.
Gander.
Yeah, have a gander who's on. Oh, Yanni, the usual.
Yes.
Yeah.
Taryn there, he's obviously an extremely strong player. So.
Oh, there he is. I didn't even see this side.
Yeah. He's for the stream. You can see his shoulder in the back of his head right now.
He's actually fun to play against.
A very strong opponent.
Yeah.
Cash game player primarily, but does get in the MTT streets.
What's his name?
Oh,
Keith Core. I've played against him. I reckon 5 times on tables over the last 5 days.
And what do you think?
Mate, he's actually really fun. He loves going at it. A very aggressive player. Very interesting to see him. Yeah, very interesting. John, I know John.
Yeah, a lot of recognizable figures.
Yeah, look, I've seen all these guys around Playlive a lot. But, like, there's a few absolutely known faces. But what do we got here right off the bat? We've got George and Christopher going at it. Under the gun raise. Oh, was it call? Under the gun call from Chris.
With the pocket fours. No set, no bet. Oh, and look at this.
First hand. Is this first hand?
First hand of the stream. I swear, like, when we're in the booth together, people just get murdered.
Some wild hands,
man. It's wild. Good evening, Steph. What's going on? If you guys want to chat with us, we are live on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. But if you want to harass Berkey and I in the chat, come on down to the Facebook link. And where are we calling in from, Mr. Burke?
Calling in from?
I think we're calling in from 129 York Street?
In South Melbourne?
In South Melbourne.
Excellent. I think that's where we're sitting at. Mate, look at this. Look at this right off the bat.
Did he fold the sevens? Wow. And
ace king.
Oh, my God.
Oh, with 11 bigs, I know where this is going. First hand of the stream.
Sends it into the middle.
Now, I'm bad at pronouncing people's names, so I'm going to give this guy a name here, whether it be right or wrong.
Is this Taryn?
Taryn?
Yeah.
It's Taryn?
Yeah,
okay,
Taryn.
Cool. Go with Taryn.
I like to call him Big T sometimes.
Big T? Okay, cool. We can go with that. I'm terrible with names, so I don't try to guess sometimes.
Fun fact about Taryn, he's one of the nicest people in the world, and he can also probably bench either of us.
Oh, I'd probably be pushing it.
You'd be surprised, man. The man can lift. Oh, and a weird spot. Yep, a good fold from Frazier. Is Yang going to be able to get away from this? I mean, Taryn's not that deep.
He's not that deep, and how much did he put in?
Like
so he's only got it's only another half his bet.
Yeah.
I think this is, even though we can see on the cards that he's behind, it definitely has to be a call from him.
It's going to be a quick call from George Yang, not wasting any time.
He just sees the bad news. He knows he's put the money in. He has to get the money in there. He's getting probably, 5 to 1? Yeah, 5 to 1 on the call.
I mean, even if they showed you ace king, you might have to call.
Let's go see a flop. Oh, and he's drilled the jack.
But always a sweat, king or a queen.
King or a queen on the river.
Oh, and the queen on the river.
Hand.
The very first hand, we get the suck out and the reverse suck out.
This is just...
Is it us?
It could be us. Look, I apologize to anyone who's copping a bad beat today, but it might be the actual chat.
Wow, and look at the stack distribution on this table. A lot of middling and short stacks. Couple of the bigger stacks. John with the 50 bigs is really going to be in quite dominant fashion.
Very hard to beat.
And that is a dangerous person to double up. Aaron, probably one of the strongest players left in the field.
Oh my God.
You weren't here with me this morning. We have to talk about it. We predicted Eric Baldwin, if you let him survive, he's gonna rat his way through the tournament.
He ratted it all the way up.
All the way to heads up.
Yeah.
And then he doubles up immediately.
Yeah, I did see that one in sick fashion. I heard was pretty bad.
It was a wild one. And then ace 4 no good against the 9, so the match did not go his way. But I'd like to say our prediction came true.
It was pretty sick. Like I don't even know how else to say. It was just quite off tap.
Yeah, he definitely laid some beats to some people, played some spectacular poker, as we come to expect from him. But I do like seeing this side of the equation as well.
1 second, we just got under the gun. We got Keith. Yeah, 5-6, not a good hand, but he knows with 5.1 big blinds that one of those blinds is going to be dead next hand.
Yep.
So it's always a decision here. Curious on how people feed off really short stacks when they know the blinds are coming up.
So explain that a little bit more. Talk to the viewers who are maybe less familiar with the big blind ante system.
So it's always small blind, big blind. So what's the blinds at the moment? I can't actually see it on screen. Give me 2 seconds.
25K, 50K.
25K, 50K. So 25,000, 50,000 big blind. Now we could do a big blind ante, which always just, I believe, I like the big blind ante. I think it helps the action go by. There's something to play for. I'll come back to that in 2 seconds. We just got a jam here. I don't think we're getting a call here from Chris.
Just going to get it through. Does the courtesy of flashing him the cards.
Yep, showing him that he had absolute garbage. Now, back to it. So the big blind goes in, and then you put an extra $50,000 as a big blind ante. So you're pretty much paying for the ante for the whole table. Now, what this does is this kills one of your big blinds. So when you're sitting there with 5 big blinds, and you know the big blind's hitting you next, 20% of your stack is dead. So it really, really opens up your range under the gun, because you don't want to be killing 20% of your stack just by seeing the next hand.
And that's a unique adaptation, right? Back in the day, I'm sure we're both poker boomers. We used to put in the ante chips every hand.
The 25 ante they used to have.
And there was always that asshole on your table that doesn't remember to do it.
Yeah, and then you sit there and you're like, oh, mate, can you please put your... And then they go, oh, no, I put it in.
And you're like, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't. Believe it or not, happens every hand.
Yeah, right? That's the thing that always blew my mind. It's like every single hand you're required to do this, and yet somehow people forgot a huge percentage of the time. It'd be one thing if it's a once-in-a-while thing, once in orbit, and you forget, reasonable. But it's every hand, man. Shout out to one of my favorite tweets of all time. Can't remember who it's from, which was that the big blind ante is the greatest evidence for human evolution.
That's a big call. But I'll tell you what.
It's pretty spot on, right?
I'm not going to deny it. I'll tell you what, we had a first sick hand. It's actually a good thing, and it's just calmed down a little bit for a few hands.
Yeah, we can focus on the banter. Doesn't have to all be coolers and...
First hand, though. What a crazy first hand. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is a $400 buy-in tournament, and there's 217,000 just over in the prize pool here. That is massive. A massive prize pool, 665 entrants. We are down to our final 16 here at Playlive at...
129 York Street in South Melbourne.
Good plug. Thank you for coming in on that one. Clutch. Absolutely clutch.
And again, if you haven't been down here, just come on down. No pressure.
No pressure. Check it out. You can just come, have a look at the place. You don't have to play any tournaments yet, but there is buy-in tournaments for every prize point.
Absolutely. Outside of the series as well.
We showed a $1,500 tournament yesterday. Now we're showing a $400 tournament. There is prize points for everyone. Now keep in mind, this is a huge field tournament.
Obviously, the opener, our biggest event of the series. Biggest prize pool so far, too. That's a $300 tournament there.
And we got 1,401 runners.
Pretty insane.
That's a massive number. Look at that. Did Keith just get a jam through with 4 big blinds?
Unbelievable.
Just got a jam through. Well done.
50% of his stack. And the king high was good. So,
it was good, but geez, see, we're going to see some interesting things today. Now, I'm not saying that none of these guys are pros, but they play different to your absolute regs. So we're going to do our best to commentate what they can do or what they may do. But I think we're going to see some some fireworks. This is actually what I like watching about someone who plays like me here.
A little bit more relatable.
A little bit more relatable
for us here in the booth.
we're not commenting always on your super regs.
Yes. Eric Baldwin probably with the earnings combined for a lot of the other people in the room added up together.
Yeah.
I would definitely go in the pool there.
Under the gun for George with pocket sixes. I dare say with 13 bigs, he might be thinking about jamming this. I like the min raise here because you can entice a jam. But sixes are small enough pair in this position to be able to just jam it in and hope you're getting at least a good percentage of equity against most hands.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely in favor of a jam as well. Sixes can be a little bit
I think if you're
vulnerable.
I think if you're looking at like nines and up, you might
Exactly.
think about the min click here. But I think, look, I'd opt for the jam, but I'm no issue with.
Does the classic, the most of my stack.
Yeah.
A couple of reasons for this. One is if someone on the other table buffs before him, he might find himself a pay jump. And the other logic is sometimes it goes all in, all in, all in behind. You get a crazy sequence of action, and then you can actually let your hand go.
And hope that you jump up.
Yep, get a couple of ladders.
Yep, that is absolutely correct.
Like the new graphics.
It's becoming a lot more popular now.
Yeah.
It's only started taking over in the last couple of years.
That's the new trend, right?
Yeah.
I've noticed that. People doing it in spots where it makes absolutely no sense.
Don't get me wrong. It's like when the movie 21 came out and people went to the casinos and they're like, oh, I can count cards, and they're sitting there on like an automatic shuffler. You know what I mean? I think new people are a bit overdoing it in positions where they're not even in pay jumps, but. Look, it is what it is. They're their chips. They can play them how they want.
Absolutely.
So it's a catch-22.
The trend's catching on, and ooh, look at this. Tough spot for Kaw.
I think he has to go with it. He's got 5 big blinds and an ace.
Ace high, so short. It is a little nerve-wracking when you see the jam from the under-the-gun player. Are going to expect him to have a strong range, but ace high beats a lot of strong hands as well, so it's going to be ahead of all the king queens, queen jacks of the world.
And there it is. Look.
Does indeed stick it in.
Look, it's one of those hands that's just, you're probably going to not have the most equity, but you've got to find a hand to get in with.
Hand's a bit too strong. Ace 5, famously decent equity against just about anything, right? Ace high, you can make the wheel, so a lot of ways to win.
Oh, look, it's funny, because if I was sitting there with ace 6, I think I'd bin it.
It's ironic, right? It's, the 6 kicker generally doesn't do much for you, and...
Yeah, it's an interesting one, isn't it? It's just right on that borderline there for me. But we'll go see a flop. King 3-3. Absolutely no help to the ace 5. And we are drawing to an ace and an ace only. We will lose Keith. Well done, Keith. Huge field, man. What did he come? 16th or 15th? 15th?
Looks like...
I don't know if they've taken his name in it yet. But look... Well played.
Yeah, 15th.
It's a field of 665 players, and you've just come 15th in a tournament. You'll be very happy with yourself and the way you played. As I said, I played against him a few times. Look, he's not afraid to make some moves, Keith.
That's what it takes to go deep in these huge fields, right? You have to have the
cojones.
Yes, the cojones. Got to be a little bit trigger happy. Look at, by the way, Frank Cricket. Shout outs to Frank. He was in the stream yesterday as well. Commenting, look at the new graphics. I am loving it. We were meeting with the tech team earlier, made everything in the Playlive red and black.
Yep.
A little bit more of a cohesive look. Now, ironically, I asked them the one thing I didn't want red and black is the board runouts. I like the 4-color, man. It's a lot easier.
Yes,
I do
like
eyes.
The 4-color, yeah. I do like the 4-color. I like it on streaming, but I hate it in real life.
It's funny how that is, right?
Yeah.
I remember when we first were opening it up, I asked you for your feedback on that. I was like, what if we use 4-color decks? And you're like, oh, just ask around. Asked around, universal answer. Like it in online poker, like seeing it on my screen, hate it in real life.
Hate it in real life. I can't even explain that. That's just it's an anomaly. It's just weird.
Search considering a jam with the king high.
He's got 8 big blinds. He's got late position. He's got king high. Look, there's no issue with the jam there. Yeah, I got no issue with that, even with king 3 off.
I think especially you can get away with some pretty greedy jams.
Yeah, you can, because you got to remember your late position. The most people you're facing is, Was he hijack or was he cut off?
Yeah, I think
Something like that.
off,
Because you got to remember, you're not getting folds from the rest of the whole table. You're only getting folds from the button,
Right.
small blind, and big blind, and they've got to have something to be able to call you down with.
And of course, they're always going to be incentivized to fold, right? No one wants to bust out. ICM considerations at play, and also I think in these bigger fields, there's just kind of the emotions of, I've been grinding for 2 days. I've outlasted 600 people.
Do I want to punt it off now?
Am I going to call this guy off with my, King 5 suited? Which might be a call in theory, but can be a very difficult call to make in practice.
Well, the famous King 6 suited here.
The King 6 suited. King 6 off, King 6 suited, King 10 suited.
King
We were
10
talking about that a
suited,
lot. I was chatting with Amin about that in the booth today. He had some thoughts in line with what we were discussing yesterday.
Who was that?
Amin Riazadi.
Yeah.
He was our first casualty on the Six Max final table.
Yeah,
And
so
I hit him with the greatest needle of all time. Do you want to come commentate?
Oh, well.
Shout outs to Amin. I think he's downstairs playing the 2K Super Stack right now.
Yeah, look.
I think we're pushing 100 runners on that one as well.
I walked in earlier and I saw him playing. I saw one hand he was playing, and he copped a horrific beat to get knocked out in his first bullet. So I don't know how. A horrific beat.
Sounds like he's running good today.
So I hope you're running better there, my man.
Giannis gets the jam through with the King Jack.
15 bigs. You like the jam?
I think you can go jam, you can go open. I'm a very greedy min raiser. Probably not something I should admit on a live stream in front of hundreds of people, but it's the truth.
Well, I got caught in my pocket, hands in my pocket with the kings on my final hand.
Ah,
with the
that's true.
The min raise. I could have just jammed it there with 10 bigs, and I reckon I could have got it through the 8-6 of diamonds, but I wanted to get a hand in there and got greedy. And
But in theory, what you did was good. Because you got the 8-6 of diamonds to give you more money than it would have otherwise.
Look, I got the nod of approval today after going over the hands, so...
The nod from Sensei, always worth quite a bit.
Yeah. All right, what do we got here? T's contemplating. No, T's it.
Look at Surge with his card peeler. Really taking his sweet time looking at him. You know that feeling where you're like, oh, if I stare at him long enough, maybe
they might
they'll
change. Do you know that's the same feeling I get when you go to the fridge and there's nothing in it? And then 10 minutes later, you walk back to the fridge, opening it up, hoping that...
I'm like, surely it's
maybe
just
I've
me,
missed something.
right?
Maybe I've missed something.
I'm unimaginative, right? I know I can throw this together into food somehow.
Chris throwing in a raise here.
I do like this. This raise with the ace 5-0.
Or is he in the hijack yet?
In the hijack on the looser side, but with shorter stacks behind. I think people showing tightness. The one issue I have with this is just that you're opening into the chip leader's big blind.
Yes.
If Hernandez was under the gun, say, and had already folded,
Or even the small blind, for that matter.
definitely.
It's just when the big blind covers you.
Oh, he was in the small
Oh,
blind.
damn.
He put the Jack 8 suited in the
Yeah.
bin, and I was very surprised.
Nah.
Look at this. Alan Tang folding the 8-9 of hearts. That's quite a tight fold.
It's a very tight fold. But look, credit to Chris there. Puts the raise in, picks up a couple
Gets
of
it
blinds. Well played.
Now, that makes me wonder, how long have these guys been on a table together? Maybe they've been playing
there-
all day.
There might be a bit of
Maybe Tang has him pegged as a bit of a nit.
bit of knowledge there, maybe.
Yeah. Might be some dynamics of play we're not yet attuned to. One thing I like about when we're sitting here in the booth is over time, I feel like we start to see,
Yeah.
what's been going on all day while we weren't watching.
There's always. I feel like we don't know what the dynamic is, but we can always tell that there is a dynamic there between these players.
That's exactly right.
All right, Surge under the gun with ace 9 off.
We talked about this yesterday. Ace 9, one of the big glow ups in poker. Back in the pre-solver era, was a pariah. In the post-solver era, proving to be quite a strong hand, openable from under the gun in theory.
It's always in theory.
Pops against it, and look at this.
I'll tell you what, Yanni spends his whole tournament raising and putting pressure on people so that when he picks up hands, I swear half the people don't believe him. He's obviously, I reckon he's the master of it.
What's your favorite Pocket Kings nickname? You a Cowboys guy? You a King Kong guy?
Got one, but I don't think I can say it on stream.
The classic not safe for stream?
Yeah, not safe for stream. I'm just going to go with that.
Not the first time we run into this.
I'll tell you it off the stream. I don't think you've ever heard this one, but I think it's one of my favorites.
And look at this. As you predicted, the big 3x open from Yanni.
Yep.
And the Queen 10-0 with a speculative defend from the dealer button. In position, probably thinks Yanni's a bit full of it. As we know, Yanni actually has the goods.
And I'm telling you right now, I was just going to say, if he hits either of his pairs, he's in trouble here.
This is looking like a full double
because
up
I'm
for
telling you right now,
Yanni
John won't be able to get away from this. Yanni is the king of getting paid off when he has big hands. Absolutely,
Yeah.
it's great.
Honestly, I mean, if I'm in John's shoes, I'm paying him off here.
Yeah, so he's going to lead out here to show that he's trying to either buy it or because at no point in this, if I'm sitting there in John's shoes, I'm sitting there, he's betting into me. I'm just thinking Vegas and the Mirage.
Vegas and the Mirage, baby. Mirage Poker Room, no more.
Yeah, I know.
Kind of sad, right? End of an era.
There we go. He's just jammed
All
on
in.
him.
It's going to be a snap call from Yanni, I imagine.
Yep. And
We
John's,
got top pair versus the over pair.
yeah, he doesn't even want to turn it though.
Table your hands, please.
Come on, guys. Winners.
Now, that's a poker pet peeve of mine. When people won't table their hands when they're all in. You're
Yeah.
all in already,
You're all in.
man.
It doesn't matter. We're seeing the cards regardless.
It's happening one way or
It's
the
happening
other.
one way. Whether you're embarrassed about them or not, just turn the cards over.
Sometimes you can even show a bluff with a great deal of confidence. Get a muck from the opponent.
Can we? You see the? Oh no!
Oh no!
What?
A 10 on the turn, queen
And
on
then
the
queen
river.
on the river.
Runner boat, and Giannis is out of the tournament.
Giannis, that is brutal. What is with these sick hands? He had him right where he wanted him
I mean, just
for a full
expertly
double
played,
up. Expertly played for a full double up.
and the
Oh, well.
poker gods say no.
There you go, John. Keep it going.
River was a queen for a full house. Was all in pre-flop. Post-flop. All in post-flop.
On the flop. It's such a crazy right now. What? Such a crazy right now. I was just like,
Sorry, guys, just having a bit of technical difficulty with the stream. Once again,
Turn 10.
you guys know that we're a bit fresh on the stream. We're still trying to figure things out. We're going to have a glitch here and there, but we'll be back up, and I think they've got it now. Appreciate all you sticking with us. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching the stream. We really, really appreciate it here. We're doing our best down here at Playlive to, put out the best product we can for you guys. We're going to get through a few teething problems. Remember, we're only very, very new at this.
8 folds.
9 months into running tournaments and 2 days into streaming.
2 days. This is only our second tournament we've streamed, so. But look, we're doing our best here at this $400 Nightcrawler. Now, I remember when the Nightcrawler idea came into it. I remember having a chat with it about bridges. Because he came up and he was just like, look, I've got this tournament idea called the Nightcrawler. I'm like, okay, it makes sense. He goes, most people work like 9 to 5 jobs. So why are we not running tournaments that start at night time? And, just
Flawless logic.
the flawless logic.
Right?
You sit there going,
Simple,
Holy
but
shit,
just
like
true,
this-
right?
like, not everyone who plays these $400, $500, $600 tournaments get out of work at before 5 p.m. It's just like, oh,
They got lives to live, you know?
yeah, like it just actually makes a lot of sense. So I really actually like the concept of it. And look, it's really caught on. You can tell because getting a field of 665, huge.
That is no joke numbers. Jack 8 suited with the open here. A defend from the Queen 9. I like the defend as surge because if you flop a piece,
you have to go with
You
it.
could
yes.
just go with your hand.
It's like getting 2 offsuit Broadway cards or something like that. You realise your equity really quickly when you're short stacked and you flop pitches or Broadway cards. Unfortunately, in this case, he did not. But
Little whiff, looking like it's probably just going to be a check fold here.
yeah,
Going to put a little bit of the psychological pressure on.
but I do like the defend there from Surge.
I think that's one of the interesting concepts I remember learning early in my playing days. It's just about equity realization. The deeper you are, the more you want a hand that can make the nuts. The shallower you are, the more a hand that makes top pair is plenty good enough.
Correct. That was one of the first concepts I went over.
Yeah, definitely a good place to start in the coaching journey for anyone who's looking to improve at poker. Classic example I always give is with 12 big blinds, King Queen is an absolute monster. And with 12,000 big blinds, I much prefer the 6-7 suited.
Yeah, 100%. Yep. Because it's funny how much when you're playing these 6-7, 7-8, 8-9 suiteds, you know, multi-ways, how you can really know what kind of equity you're looking at. And you can really put beats down in big pots with those hands.
So here's the question. What is the cutoff for a suited connector? Is 7-3 suited a suited connector?
6-3 fold.
That's about the worst one I can think of.
Yeah.
That or 6 deuce suited? Do those count?
I mean, once again, technically.
Right? Letter of the law.
Letter of the law.
They can make a straight, they can make a flush. They're a suited
look,
connector.
I think when we talk more about suited connectors, we're probably talking about actual suited connectors or suited one gappers. I think that for me is where I'd sit with suited connectors.
The ones with a bit of quality.
You know, your 6-8 of hearts, or, you know, your 7-9 of diamonds, you know, your one gappers that are fine. I think you're starting to stretch it a bit if you call them like a 7-10 suited, you know,
Dig it at Amin Riazati, who busted with 10-7 of hearts early this morning. Open-ended straight flush draw against Kokinos' trips.
Well, I gotta tell you, I didn't actually know that.
He opened it from late position. It
That's
was
fine, late position.
Yeah,
I got no issue
nothing
with
too
late.
crazy.
Yeah.
Actually, a wild hand. Opens 10-7 of hearts. I believe in the cutoff. Chris defends big blind. 8-8-9. Chris is king 8. 8-9 of hearts. Riazati just flops open-ended straight flush draw.
Yep.
Chris with the trips. They've been battling all day.
I mean, good luck folding that.
Absolutely. Went clicking war into jam on the flop. Riazati could not get there. But poor Kokinos, absolutely dominating all yesterday. Massive chip lead. Comes into the final table with a chip lead. Continues to dominate. Then runs queens into kings to the secondary chip leader. And loses a flip to him immediately after out of the tournament in 4th.
It's wild. It's like, yeah, poker's just a...
It's the nature of the beast, right?
Nature of the beast.
We're all just riding the dragon and pretending we're in control.
It's actually really well put.
Thank you.
How'd you like that one?
6-5 folds.
As a kid, I always wanted a pet dragon.
Oh, mate, I'm telling you right now, my wife still says to this day, can I get a dragon? Her favourite show she's binge watching at the moment is Solo Leveling, the cartoon. Yeah.
A classic.
Classic. Every time the dragon scene comes up, I swear she turns to me and goes, can I get a dragon? Sure, babe. No worries.
Yeah, if you can pull it off.
If you can pull it off, I'll get it.
Absolutely. I'll let it stay in the house. You find the dragon. Ace 9-0. Nice big squeeze, blind versus blind. Seems like Fraser definitely aware of some of the
See, we were talking a lot about
principles.
blind versus blind yesterday. This is where it's really going to see, like when you got a full ring table.
3 folds.
But I guess we're already 6-handed. Oh, 6 and 7, yeah. 13 left. We're actually, how many
Just
have
like
we lost?
that. It was 18 when we started. I mean, we can't have
So
been
we
on
are
for
going to
long.
go to a final table of 9, I believe.
That is correct.
Because you always go 8 to 9, 9 to 9, 6 to 7, 7 to 7. Surge, you're going to need to find something very, very soon.
Big blind.
4.7 big blinds, but the blinds have just passed him, so he's got a couple of hands. But the problem for Surge is it's not a full ring at the moment. It's only 6-handed, so he's got much less hands to sit around and wait for.
6 folds.
I believe this is the one for Serge. He's found the Jack 10 suited, and I believe this is going to be going in. As it should be with Jack 10 suited.
One of the beautiful hands in poker, especially in the hearts. My favorite suit. I don't know why I like hearts. Well, I do know why I like hearts so much. Obviously, you know my 9-10 of hearts story. Won one of the luckiest all-ins of my life with that hand. But I think they just look pretty,
Now,
man.
look at this. This is actually interesting. So he's got on the cutoff. Chris here is King 9 on the button. Yeah? It's only 4.5 big blinds. He's got 30 big blinds. Now, the problem is King 9's a pretty good hand. Flipping with some, but he's got the blinds behind him.
Absolutely. If he's closing the action, nice,
Closing
easy
the action,
call.
nice, easy call. But he's
Two
giving
players
it a little shake of the
behind.
head because I don't know if he wants to.
Yeah, unsure here.
What would you do here?
Thanks, Tuna. It's a tough one. I think in these situations, a lot of it comes down to your impression of the players in the blinds. If
Yep.
you think they're aggressive,
The thing is,
capable
the
of
big
putting
blind at the
pressure-
moment is John,
3 folds.
and he's the chip leader with the 9-3 of hearts.
So we do have to assume he's probably gonna.
He's going to have to call anything here, isn't he? He's got 64 bigs, and it's only 2 bigs for him to call, or 3 bigs for him to call.
I think 4.5 big blinds. We can find some folds in our range. I'm not sure if we could fold suited hands. This one's going to be right on the line if I had to guess. I think that's one of the funny things about really ultra short stack
Yeah.
poker. I used to play a lot of
He
sit and
found a
goes. Oh, he
fold
does
there.
find the fold. Very disciplined.
Very disciplined.
Might sound funny to the audience at home to call folding 9-3
Yeah.
a discipline, but it genuinely is in that scenario.
But look at Serge. He's gone from 4.6 big blinds to 7.2.
Might as well be a double up,
That's
right?
a very, very, very big. It is like a double up for him. Absolutely, yeah. But the blind's coming around quick. He's going to have to still act quick and try find something. Try find a hand. 13 left here in this Nightcrawler event, $400 buy-in at Playlive Melbourne. We got $217,260 in the prize pool. This is a huge, and we're playing for 40,
Just under 45K?
44. Yeah, I wanted to say 44,000 up top. $44,000 for a 400 buy-in tournament, everyone. So if you're not coming down and trying out these big fields, it's incredible what you can get yourself into. And as I'm giving a nice little plug, we got Serge here, back-to-back hands. He's now got the Jiggities with 6 big blinds. This is definitely getting in again. And I'll tell you right now, those 3 big blinds he picked up last hand by getting walked through are going to make...
And look at
and
this.
George. George is definitely going to ask for a
Now,
count here.
if he holds here,
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's huge. He goes
then he
straight-
doubles. Then
straight
he
to
has
15,
15,
16
bigs.
blinds.
I mean, suddenly that's a healthy stack,
Well,
right?
to go from 4.6 in one orbit to up to 16 blinds.
See 3 calls.
But once again, we've seen some of the crazy stuff that has happened, and I'm telling you right now, Jax is no certainty after what we've seen.
That's for sure.
But
Ace
I'm telling
from
you,
space.
if it's going to come, and it's coming on the river.
Oh.
Let's just skip the whole board and let's just bring a river out. Let's just see what happens.
Take us
Yep.
right to the river.
So we got
Maximum
Ace Jack
pain.
versus Jacks.
Jack. See
Shane the Grim Reaper.
Serge here in a commanding position.
Oh, and it's right there in the window.
Oh, with a gut shot.
And they're sharing the gutter ball. So that's going to be an out just for a chop and no
Ace
bueno.
from space in the window. Man, these are some sick hands.
That hurts if you're Serge.
It does, because I'll tell you what, he played really well there to get that 4, get a bet through, and then get in a commanding position to double up.
And if he does find that double, he's back in the mix. Very healthy stack.
But in the window, to the wall.
To the sweat goes somewhere. To the sweat goes somewhere that's not safe for stream.
All right, guys, if you're in the chat, send us a message. Who do you think's going to win this? On this table, obviously. We got a few favourites, I reckon. Obviously, you take big chip leaders, but Alan Tang there's going to be tough. T's going to be tough. Chris has played well. George, geez, John with chip lead. You could always got to get yourself amongst it with the chip lead.
I think we are going to have a minute here while they bring us a 6th player. Balancing down to 2 tables of 6. Who do we think we're going to get?
Ooh, there's a lot of actually fun guys on the other table I saw.
Yeah, I was noticing that as well.
Yeah, I saw there was actually a few pretty fun people on the other table. So I reckon this final table is going to actually come with some real fireworks, I'd say.
Absolutely. Definitely gonna see some battles, some bloody action.
But I mean, look at this. $400 playing for 44,000 something.
No one's talking.
It's insane.
That's huge. That's a huge return on your money.
I was about to say, where can you get that ROI in this world, other than a poker tournament?
The 6 max.
120x your money?
That one was very
Earlier
tough.
today.
Yeah, but I think those goes back a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know these guys that well.
Yeah, but it might be.
So yes, we just got the word. We're just waiting a few seconds so we can get another player at the table to balance to make sure this is fair because we're getting down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah, 44,820 for first, 27,7, and a bit over 17K for third.
Huge. So just short of 45,000 for first, 27,000 for second. I mean, even if these guys make final table, they're getting 4,000. They're getting 10x their money for just making
For
final
ninth
table.
place. Man, that always sucks though.
Oh, it does.
My favorite word in the world, a poker-specific word, congratulations.
I've never heard that.
Never heard that. That's my favorite word of all time. Anytime someone gets like, fifth,
Oh, we're
seventh
getting
in a
David.
turn. Oh,
We're getting David.
No.
Definitely getting some fireworks here.
Oh, he's Queen vs Jacks Cameron.
Yeah, see, there he goes.
He's
He's
Queen
already.
versus
He's got the
Jacks.
table, hasn't seen a hand, already talking.
Yeah, of course.
Good on you, Dave. Good to see you again.
You played with Dave much?
A lot. I've played with Dave a lot. He's an extremely entertaining person. Loves to talk. I know he can talk himself into getting called many times during his speech play. He's extremely good at it.
Some people have the gift of the gab in that way.
Oh.
Like this? That's all good?
That should read it. They'll tell me.
Just got 2 green, yeah?
So Dave comes to the table with 10 big blinds. 10 big blinds. Folds under the gun at 9-6, obviously. He's just... what do we got here? Chris with the Jack 8 off, folding. George with the King 3 off. Definitely going to throw those in the bin. Or not. Could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again.
What is George Yang thinking about here?
King 3? Just
Oh, thinking
get
about
in
a
the mix.
cheeky open.
Get in the mix.
C3
Okay.
makes it 120.
Look, I got no issues with people when they just want to, once in a while,
Sometimes
Just
you
let-
have a read.
just let people know you're there.
Yeah.
Just let them know you're there. You're still in the tournament. You're still playing cards. And
And look
he
at
just
that.
gets through.
Gets it through.
Yeah, 2.5 bigs. Just sure.
And that's a massive pickup, right? I mean, that's 10% of his stack just for getting a little bit out of line one time. And of course, also getting the extra value of seeming active at the
Yeah,
table, right?
yeah.
When he does have a big hand,
Away from the table.
more likely to get paid.
Is that sound?
Is yes, Dave. There is definitely sound. Like we can hear.
You're the only one we can hear. It's always funny when they kind of break the fourth wall with us, you know?
Yeah,
Because it's a one-way relationship.
Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah.
For us, this is happening live. For them, this is all in the past 20 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, I opened UTG, he jammed it.
All right, Chris under the gun.
Sub 15 minutes.
King 8 off. He hasn't been super active, so he got out of line once with the Ace 5 off. But
He
other
did
than
get
that,
a little out of line there.
I haven't seen much from him.
C8 folds.
I don't know if he's usually this unactive or if he's just waiting for hands, waiting for.
Maybe trying to make that final table.
Yeah, look,
Getting
it's-
deeper in the tournament.
when you're running this deep in such a large tournament, it definitely plays on your mind when you're sitting at these tables.
Absolutely.
Like making the final table is a huge accomplishment in such a large field.
C5 folds.
I have been privy enough myself to make a couple in some large fields, which is nice.
Must be
Not this
nice.
series, of course. This series has been an absolute
Torch fest.
torch fest for me.
Okay, yep.
Actually, it was the Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler was the one I ran deep in. Yeah, it was the Nightcrawler one I
That's
ran
right.
deep in last series.
Would you
Yeah.
get there third?
Third, yeah.
Top 3 finish. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it was a nice finish.
Nice
Very
return
happy.
on your money there.
Yep, just still that elusive Playlive trophy that I'm still after, but
We've done this before.
Now, be honest with me. Do you want the trophy or do you want the custom water bottle?
don't get me wrong, the custom water bottles are sick. I want it because it actually says the tournament you win on it.
That's the thing. They're one of one.
Yeah, they're one of one. They're actually no, but I want that trophy.
Yeah.
I want that trophy. I want that
I-
trophy bad.
I'm definitely a glory chaser myself. Eric Baldwin with a swag move earlier. Heads up, massive chip underdog.
Yeah.
Opponent brings up offhandedly, not even offering a deal or anything. Like, oh, do you ever make deals? Is that something you're into? It just goes, not want that Play Live trophy.
Take 3 calls.
4-1 chip underdog.
Yeah,
Nah, man.
no, but I
That
want
trophy's
that
mine.
I'd be shitting myself if someone at 4-1 said, nah, I'm going
Just
for
like,
that.
oh my God. This guy's insane.
What have I got myself into here?
Alan Tang, very playable. The solver hand
The
itself.
solver hand itself, King
King
6.
6 suited in the cutoff. Gonna open it up.
Got to stay active. You got to find, even if you got middling hands, you've got to stay active here. Chris
Ooh, and
Fraser.
a very defendable hand.
Very
in the big
defendable
blind
hand
for
in the big
Fraser.
blind. Yep,
So they call.
definitely would be calling that the defending big blind. Gonna go see a flop. Both got kings. 1-8, 1-6, double suited.
Which kind of red is it gonna be?
Well, we got a red, but it's not either
Both
of them.
kinds of red. Both players miss.
Oh, this is an interesting board texture.
It really is. This is one of those spots where, of course, in position.
But I'm 100% betting if I'm Alan here. This is my range and my range only. If I'm getting flattered by aces in the big blind here, or an ace, or an ace, or any sort of ace, you've just got a complete range advantage on this one.
Absolutely. Now, is Fraser gonna find the defend? Nope. Let's it go with the king high.
That bet's getting through there.
Such a high percentage.
Such
of the
a
time.
high percentage of the time. You could be sitting there with absolute garbage because you've got the range advantage, which means you're raising more time with better cards. And the fact that the big blind has not raised you back, you can take a lot of aces and kings and queens out of the range. So C-bets there get through so much.
And a tough spot for Fraser. In a pure chip EV scenario, king high with the backdoor flush draw can consider continuing to see a turn. But in practice, deep in a tournament, out of position, pretty much impossible to win that hand, right? You are just expecting the barrels to come in on the flop, on the turn, on the river. Don't think Alan Tang was going to let him go easy. So oftentimes, better to just let it go immediately,
6 fold.
minimize the damage. Rick Scott asks, how often is the 400 buy-in scheduled?
Now,
Well,
you want to go over this one?
no,
Or-
please.
No?
You. All
Okay.
you.
Now we have, give me 2 seconds. David's just jammed with 10 big blinds, which I wouldn't expect anything less. On the button, king, queen off, 10 big blinds. We were talking about realising equity earlier. Is that Alan asking for a count? Give me a second, Rick. We'll go over this hand and I'll walk you through the schedule really quick, what we got.
C3 goes all in. C7 calls.
I think Dave's left himself 0.1 of a big blind behind to see what's
If I
happening.
heard Shane correctly, I heard C3 goes all in, C7 calls. That is a call from Taryn.
Sorry, guys. Oh,
Oh, look at this. No, it's from George Yang. And the ace queen. Coolering David's king queen. His tenure on the stream, gonna be a quick one.
well, he made the right move. King, queen, you're definitely
Absolutely.
getting that in there for sure.
Like we said, queen, 12 big blinds, looking like the nuts.
Down to 11, so two now off the final table. Now, Rick, we've got, in every single one of our series, we have the core tournaments. We have the opening event. The Nightcrawler is always on there, the mini-main, the main. And the Berserker, which is our final tournament, $400 tournament, which is just a try to get out of stakes tournament. I love that
Yeah.
tournament.
It's always a blast
I
fest.
fire so many multiples in that. That's our core tournament. So we've got two $400 tournaments that are core that get pretty big. The last one's a one-day event. So the multi-level events, the main ones we have are the opening event, the Nightcrawler second, the mini main, the main, and
This time we're gonna have the wild card and the mega mystery
the
bounty
wild
as
card.
well.
That was the one I was trying to remember. The wild card's actually a new one that's brought in towards the end of the. It's a $350 one with 4 flights in it, and I think that. And I know I sound very biased here, but I think that could almost hit opening weekend numbers.
I wouldn't be surprised.
$350, perfect price point.
Great structure too. Main event structure,
Yeah.
but with 20-minute levels. And outside of our series times, Rick and everyone listening, we are open 7 days a week. We run smaller buy-in tournaments generally throughout the week, and we'll run a 600 on the Sunday. But throughout the week,
600 Sunday.
the 600 Sunday,
What
always
a
very
great tournament.
popular.
That is a very popular tournament. The Monday, the Mystery Bounty Monday, that
That's
gets
a
huge numbers.
$250. We're running a lot of, $200 to $300 kind of buy-in range.
There's been you run the deep stack Tuesdays and Thursdays.
I believe we're Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday
Wednesday,
now.
Thursday. Beautiful. All right, guys. So we're going to go see a flop here. We've got Alan with 7s, Chris with 9s, and John with 10 deuce getting involved and hitting
Taking
the 10.
the lead with the Doyle.
With the 10 with the Doyle.
See that goes all in.
Chris jamming here. I actually don't mind this jam. He's got a draw. It's a semi-bluff here, and he's going to get the 2 better hands off of it.
Look
Not
at
the better
that.
hand, but the
Very
7s.
nice with the pocket 9s.
That's a really good move there, Chris. I actually, yeah. So we are down to 11. We are 2 off the final table here. And these guys in this $400 tournament are playing for $44,000. 44 lacquer, if you'd like. Up top.
Rick, if you have questions about the schedule, my #1 recommendation, go to playlive.melbourne, go to schedule, click on that weekly lineup, and you will see everything. Except not right now, because we're in the middle of the series. If you want to see the series schedule, go to the schedule tab and click on the Melbourne Millions, and you get the schedule there.
It's a great website. It's very easy to work your way around.
And in that live events tab, we also have what's running at all times, how many runners, when registration closes, live updates.
Great.
Down to the minute.
I expect a raise here from George. Definitely on the dealer button. Ace Jack suited. He might be a bit more privy to the Ace Jack after taking out Jacks a bit earlier.
Can't hate that. This time he's got the clubs to go with it.
Look at this little Paddy Russell in the chat. 4-4 big Juans up top there, Burke. Yeah, 44,000, man. 44 lacquers. That's a lot of money when you're doing a $400 buy-in
Oh,
tournament.
man. That's like a
1,000 X.
If you're playing $400 tournaments, 44,000 is a bankroll.
That is a
That is
bankroll,
an
yeah.
entire bankroll to play $400 tournaments for the rest of your life.
Yep.
100 buy-ins generally considered a very healthy, very risk-averse bankroll. So if you're someone who's coming in and you fire this tournament, you're set to play these stakes for years and years and years to come.
Oh, looks like we're down to 10.
So we're going to be one player away from a redraw at 9. We'll have the final table. We'll get some new, fresh blood onto the stream.
Very nice. Now, I've noticed a lot when people play tournaments like this, that when it gets one off the final table,
Makes it 120.
people's play changes just slightly.
Absolutely.
Because there's that back of the mind where I want to make the final table.
Even when there's no pay
yeah,
jump,
there's
right?
no pay jump. It's just there's something in the back of your head.
Hey, shout outs to Andrew Neal. Look at that. We got compared to the goats of commentary,
Look,
Berg.
man, I will 100% take that, Andrew. Thank you very much.
I think the problem is we're both a bit Norman Chad. if everyone on Earth is a Norman Chad or a Lon McCarran.
All right. We found an under the gun raise here from Chris, but Alan Tang with ace 4 suited. I definitely think he's going to get in the mix here, but if he's going to raise or
Decides to elect for just a flat. Now, I think Tang seems to have a perception that Fraser's range is quite tight. But we saw Frazier showing a willingness to bluff with those nines.
Absolutely. Well,
A
it's
looser
though.
open? Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely a semi-bluff there.
Not going crazy, but not afraid to get in the action.
This is going to be an interesting flop.
Everybody with
Top
a piece.
pair, middle pair, middle pair. And middle pair with a gut shot. I dare say Chris will be continuing on with this, and you'll see definitely call out of Alan. So
Wow, look at that very disciplined fold
that
from
was
Taryn.
very different.
Didn't even think about it.
Oh, look at that. Badoogie on the turn. Sorry, I'm a mixed game player as well.
Yeah.
I see these patterns
I
as
see
well.
the Badoogie.
It's not a good Badoogie, but it's a Badoogie.
Pretty much any Badoogie wins in that game, though, right? It's
Yeah,
quite rare.
Well, mate, the old saying, it's hard to make a Badoogie.
It's
What do we got on the
hard
river?
to make a Badoogie. Jack on the river.
That could be a bit of a problem
Yeah, it's
for
gonna
Chris.
be an action killer, I think.
You think so?
Jack.
I don't know why. I like the paired boards when you have middle pair. I find it. But you called it. Check, check.
Yeah,
Pot goes to the ace-4 suited. See, I would have preferred there with the ace-4 suited raising pre-flop.
I do agree with that. I think the flat
I think the
is
flat's
a bit too conservative.
Yeah. But once again, if we're sitting here 8 and 8-handed, I think he raises because I think the game just changes a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's back of your mind. I don't want to bust.
Don't
here.
want to bust. Want to make that final table.
Small ball poker, they call it, and you don't want to be sitting there risking your stack every hand, even though you most of the time got hands that are ahead. Yeah.
So there is a pay jump between 10th and 9th in this one.
There is? Okay.
So 10th is going to get 33.20
Yep.
and 9th 41.10. So
So,
about
okay,
an $800 pay
Okay,
jump.
Perfect.
And then all the pay jumps are over 1K after that. 1K, 1,200, 1,500, 2K, 3K, 5K. It really starts to...
Welcome to the chat, Danny Campman. Mr. Daniel Campman, one of the legends in poker. From overseas. Little. Do you run 5-way Badoogie? Paddy Russell. He loves a chat, Mr. Paddy Russell. But welcome everyone to the chat. Once again, if you guys want to have a chat with us, shoot something in the comments. Give us shit. We'll give it back. It doesn't really matter. We're just here to have a bit of fun here at Playlive. Watch some really interesting poker. We are down to 10. And look at this. We're getting into 3-way flops here.
Under the
We're getting,
gun raised from Yang with
we're getting
the
into
Jack
3-way
9
flops
off.
here right off the button. You see, these guys want to play for the win here. Oh,
Yang not afraid to use his stack and
that doesn't really hit
flops
anyone.
the best
except
piece of it with the Jack
George.
of Spades.
It's, I don't think there's going to be much action on this flop. I'm not going to lie.
Very likely to go check, check, check. Ooh, Hernandez thinking about. Oh, okay. Chooses the path of
Least
non-violence.
resistance.
Least resistance.
Least resistance.
Do you know that's an electronics thing?
I did not know
I
that.
only learned that recently. Something, how electrons flow through the circuit.
Yeah.
The more you know,
Yeah.
surround yourself with the smart sciencey people, you learn some stuff. Apologies in advance. We did get a heads up that the action's going to be a little bit wonky on this one, but we do have a check, check, check. 7 of diamonds on the turn, and we get the bet from Yang. Now Hernandez turned a pair here, so he's not going anywhere.
Tell you what, that was a quick call. If you're sitting here as George, you're not liking that action.
I'm praying for a
call, right?
spade on the river.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's black, but it's not a spade.
I'll tell you what, once again, if John thought he was ahead on the turn there, if he's facing a bet, this is where you have to really contemplate. If I was ahead on the turn and I called, I have to be ahead on the river.
Still be ahead. It's one of those spots where you kind of have to commit one way or the other, right?
Well, you can't half commit in these things because you know these players are good enough to fire again. You got to know, if I'm calling this turn bet and that thing is a brick, and on that board, that's a brick for...
Absolutely. That's maximum brick.
That's maximum brick. You know you have to call the river then.
Now, can he find it? This is always a question. I
Now,
love this pressure from
once
Yang.
again, in theory, great. Oh, he did just
and
snapped
he
it off.
Snaps him
See,
off.
great play there from John. See, he committed to the thing. He knew the line. He's like, you know what? If I'm ahead here, I'm ahead on the river. Committed to it and absolutely called that off.
I think
He did not even think about the amount it was betting. He had in his head that I'm going to call this
I'm
off.
going to call if the sizing's reasonable.
Well played. That I was really impressed with that. That's really well played.
That's really kind of the mark of a strong player, right, in post-flop, is they have a clear plan for the hand. Obviously, constantly adjusting the plan based on the run out, but, you know, in his mind made up, okay, if I get a clean run out, With my second pair here, I'm calling twice. Commits to the plan. Gets rewarded for the consistency.
Oh god, I thought that was the dealer button there for a second. Sorry, no, that's right. I was having I outsmarted myself there.
Overthinking it a bit.
Way overthinking that.
King 9 suited on the button for Taryn.
Yep, I feel like he can throw the riggedy raise in there. 13 bigs, enough to be able to raise, entice some action. Or maybe just raise, hopefully get the blinds to fold. Chris Fraser here, actually contemplating the 6-7 suited here in the small blind. Now, see, if this is the big blind, I definitely contemplate the call. You're closing the action.
Absolutely.
You got suited connectors. It's only one big blind to call into, what, 4.5. But the small blind's a very, very, very different situation. Oh, my God, George is waking up with it.
George Yang with the bullets in the big blind. Now, the question is, Taryn's quite short. Are you ever just flatting here?
Oh, flatting.
Getting
I'm
a little
flatting.
tricky? Yeah.
I'm flatting this. I'm 100%
Don't want to
flatting this
jam
bet.
and lose your customer, right?
Nope. Well, I mean, there's against a small stack, there's nothing stronger than min clicking this.
Absolutely. That's
Like,
basically saying, hey, I have aces.
Like, I have aces, you know.
Please pay me.
And look up. He's
Does opt for the call.
beautiful. See,
Love this from Yang.
Whether it works or doesn't, I really like this from George.
Give your opponent
He's
a chance to
absolutely-
catch up.
Yep.
Not much catching up being done
Nope,
here.
absolute
But
quick
again,
check.
this is a spot where, yep, Taryn is going to
He has
continuation
the
bet.
continuation bet.
And I think if you're rejamming over that open, he's folding
Yep.
the vast majority of the time here with the king high. So Yang, by opting for the call, already making an extra couple big blinds.
Actually, and we are 100% flatting this. 100% flatting
Absolutely. Give him the rope.
this. Give them the rope to hang themselves. There's no cards that can come out in the turn river that George is folding.
That's the beauty of the aces,
You've
right?
already committed to the pot. It's 10 big blinds. You were in this pot till the end.
Aces in such a short stack scenario, your aces are always just kind of good enough. Jack of clubs on the river. Now, does Yang lead here for a value bet? Or does he keep letting Taryn try and take a shot at it?
I know I can see the cards, but I think at this point you've got to still let the person hang themselves.
I think I agree. Spades missed.
You know, I think you got to give the check mark. You're going to get the win of the hand, but I don't think there's any bet here you're going to get jammed on or called with.
Yeah, I think better to, you know, if we think he was bluffing before,
Then let him
give him the rope.
Give him the rope.
It always feels bad when it goes check check though, and you're
It
like,
does,
oh,
but then you look at the hand and you realize whether you put the bet in or not, you're not going to get a
Same
call. So
result,
it's the same
yep.
result.
Yang is looking at the bet, looking like 200,000 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that looks super. I've got aces.
And a snap fold from Darren.
Like, I'd rather the jam there than the small bet.
I agree. I think if you're gonna bet, jam is a good choice for a couple of reasons. Very wet board texture. So in theory, we do kind of want to have a polarized range, but also just looks suspicious, right?
Betting 2 big blinds into, oh, sorry, 3 big blinds into that.
It's like, pay me.
Pay me.
Do it now. Pay me.
Pay me.
Please.
But then again, look, it's so easy for us to sit up here and make these comments. We're not sitting down there 10-handed, playing for 40 lacquer. We're just up here having a bit of a backseat expert.
I wouldn't want it done the other way. Wouldn't mind if we had 45K up here, but other than that,
don't get me wrong. I'd love to be down there playing for it, but the stress is not down up here.
We are sitting on a beautiful couch. I got duck. Shout outs to Annie's dad. Got duck. I got some Mexican
Annie
food.
today. That was 100% Annie.
Shout outs to Annie. Some of the best roast duck in the world, not just in Melbourne. That's
Mate, nothing beats that duck.
It's unbelievable.
It's the best duck.
I mean, I've spent a lot of time in China, including just in October this year. Went to famous Peking duck restaurants all over the country. I would take this roast duck any day of the week.
Yeah, we're sort of an expert on food here too, by the way. We've consumed a fair bit of it.
This is definitely a foodie combo with the two of us.
So in the small blind, he elects to make the call with Queen 7. So we're going blind versus blind, and the old classic blind versus blind. I'd prefer the raise there from George. I
Yeah.
think Queen 7 suited with one behind you is a bit strong to be flatting, but
Wouldn't mind the isolation from Hernandez after he faces a limp as well, but both completely bricking it. Oh, a pair here for Hernandez on the turn.
super strong when your head's up blind versus blind.
Absolutely.
But now I don't mind the check behind because, you know, he's got some equity. But electing to try to take this down now.
He's going to put in a value bet. I love this. George does fold, but, you know, one of the reasons I think that bet is so intelligent is you could definitely get value from worse. Hearts and spades, just some overcards, right? And if they have a hand like Queen 7, for example, Jack 10, Queen Jack, these type of hands, those hands have a strange amount of equity against your naked 3.
But for me, I take those hands out of the range because it was just flattered pre-flop. But I don't know. These are all semantic things that we always watch back here, and you're like, you know, and that's also the beauty of poker is the fact that you can get two people who actually know what they're doing and have diametrically opposing opinions on how something's
There's
how
those
a hand's supposed to
classic
be.
scenarios where the solver's like 1/3 of the time fold, 1/3 of the time call, and 1/3 of the time raise all in. Like, that is the least helpful advice anyone has ever given me about anything. Like, what can I do with that?
Thanks, solver.
Yeah, thank you so much, computer. First of all, I only get to make one decision. I don't get to split my decision into 3.
Well, John's sitting there with my
look at
favorite hand.
this. Pocket Berkeys.
Pocket Berkeys. The old 5-5. Do you know why 5s? It's not just my birthday. It's the fact that it's the only thing I'm ever superstitious on. I always notice 5s popping up on the board. And it doesn't come up as, you know, as little or as more as any other hands, but I just notice it as much, and I don't know why.
You know me. I am willing to play prop cards with anyone except for you. There was that one time where you hit me for the super mega bonus, and
Yeah, it was a big payout.
never. All right, we're gonna go to a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Don't come anywhere. No, stay right here in your chair.
Stay right here in your chair.
Don't move that butt. 10 left, 1 off the final table. We'll see you in a couple minutes. We
Right.
are back. Mister, that was my job and I effed it up, Berkey. And me, Johnny, 1,500%.
Oh, 15,000%.
15,000%, whatever
some
it
huge
was.
number. All right, we're back. We are 10-handed left here in our $400 Nightcrawler Day 2. We have $400 buy-in and a $217,000 in the prize pool, playing for 44 lacquer up top. Now, I know I'm going to say lacquer. I'm going to say lacquer because I just like the term lacquer.
Where does that come from? Why, it's a
Lacquer
type
band.
of paint, right?
It's a lacquer band.
Oh, the band.
You know how you get $1,000 thing and you fold it and you put the
see.
1,000. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, and a rack is 10K and a band is 1K. Is that correct? Am I getting my rapper terminology correct? I'm probably asking the wrong guy.
Have you seen how burnt I get standing out in the sun for 5 minutes?
Well, you came back from the Australian Open today, so yes. Jack 8 suited open the cutoff, gets it through. Nothing
right.
too crazy.
Now, we had this chat about yesterday where when you're large chip leader and you're one off the final table, there's two lines you can take here. So you got John here with 68 bigs, which is a huge stack. He's twice as much as the second chip leader. So you're sitting there, do you play the hyper-aggressive let's get to the final table, or do you just passively get your way there knowing you can get to a pay jump?
Yeah, it is an interesting one.
Because the dynamics, because you're five-handed, you can open up your range
That's
now.
the thing. It's the perfect opportunity to really take advantage of that chip lead. Once you're nine-handed, a lot more quality in the average hand of your opponent, right? Multiple more opponents to get through, so I do think five-handed is your opportunity to go a little crazy. Now, Jack Deuce off, probably not.
Probably
gonna
not the
go.
one. Probably not the hand to be picking to just go. Oh yeah, Ace Jack, all in 5.5 bigs. Chrissy with yeah, that's actually not a bad fold. Like if you had a big stack, you can probably just call.
Oh,
Steve
and
King
look
loose.
at this.
But he just snapped and rolled it over.
From Yang. Wastes no time
First
delivering
hand back.
the
What
bad
is it
news.
with first hands back?
It's
I don't
unbelievable.
understand
It's
it, man.
every time we go on break, it's like this.
Now, once again, I'm taking the underdog here because the underdog seems to win every time
It's
we
ace
are on
from
this stream.
space. And ace
from
jack
space.
is the unstoppable hand, right?
Okay.
Or are we going to see the under end of the variance? Ace from space!
What is happening?
uncanny.
A 3-outer. Just hits a... Look, even on the flop, he's got like no back doors there on the flop. None. He's just drawing to his
naked
just a naked
3-outer.
ace.
Wow.
This is such a gross situation. I don't understand where it's coming from, but they just...
And it's happening so often, we're coming to expect it.
No, but the funny thing is, on the flop, I was just like, okay, he's a bit dead. No!
And look at Taryn, just unfazed.
Oh, unfazed.
Just doubled up, one off a
sure,
final
no
table.
worries. Yeah, that's it. That's just me. That's what I do for the...
sweet.
Yeah, yeah, sweet. Now there it is. Good on him.
I
Go
reckon
your
from his
team.
perspective, he's like, until I get to top 5, I could have made money grinding 5, 10, 20, no limit.
And he loves grinding that.
He's insane, man.
He's
He really puts in the
He's
volume.
such a good cash player.
Whenever you walk around cash game rooms and you see him, you're like, well, that sucks for me.
That's
Great guy to run into. Good to have a chat with. Not great to have on your table.
This is sick, man. I'll tell you, if I'm playing a tournament now and I jump on these stream tables, the last thing I want is the best hand.
It's just never holding, right?
It just doesn't hold, man. Ace from space. Yeah, it's just like in your gut. Oh, here we go.
and look at this.
13 bigs. Now, this is the
Aces
perfect
for
size we're
Fraser.
talking about. This is where I believe the min click over the jam with 13
Absolutely.
bigs to incite, because you need to incite. If you're just jamming there, you're going to get folds a lot of the time, but you need to incite some action.
Get hands like the 8-6 of diamonds to put in some money. Not to
Yeah.
pick that hand for any specific reason.
I think it was 6-4 of diamonds.
6-4 diamonds. Yeah. Oh, and he does opt for the jam. I do think that's going to be a small mistake here. I mean, listen,
Yeah, look.
getting all your money in with aces can never be that bad, but it does feel like he missed out on an opportunity. If he puts in the min raise, very likely to see Hernandez with the king high defending the big blind,
Not even
right?
just defend, but maybe even trying to steal it off him.
Absolutely, a king 5-0 could be used
Because
as-
he's the big stack. That's the one you want the call from. And when you're sitting there with aces, and you're like, oh, I've got aces, and the big stacks and the big blind, you want to entice as much action as you can out of
Give
it.
him a chance to
And keep in mind that
pay you off.
that really did not work for me yesterday. I'm giving
Viewer
all-
discretion is advised.
Viewer
Results
discretion
not
advised.
guaranteed.
I'll give as much information as I know in my head, but trust me, this stuff does not always work in our favor.
That's the beauty of poker, right? Advice comes in sweeping generalizations because so many variables, things outside of our control. And are we hand for hand? It looks like they're holding up here. Now we're either going to be hand for hand on this final table bubble, or
Now remember,
might
guys,
mean
we are watching this as you're watching this. We don't know anything that's going on. So as you're watching it, we don't know if we're going hand for hand, if we've made final table. We don't know if... But we're waiting for something, and I'm not quite sure what it is.
it definitely.
But hopefully we can get some information for you guys soon. Just while we're having a bit of a wait. Ace from space.
It's unbelievable.
Like, he had no draws there on the flop. Nothing. There's no back doors there.
And there was never any doubt,
It's-
right?
it just... Well, look, to be fair, I thought it was coming on the river, but we'll take it on
We'll
the
take it
turn.
on the turn. You know,
Just waking up with kings there, just getting snapped, and you're like, come on, man.
this is the moment to tell you my Doyle Brunson story that I didn't finish telling you yesterday. He had
Yes.
so much nonstop action. So I'm in Bellagio, playing 5-10, and Doyle Brunson comes out on, you know those little rascal scooters everyone's
Oh,
got in
yeah,
Vegas?
those little, yep.
So he comes out on one of those mobility scooters out of Bobby's room. He was playing 2,000, 4,000, 8,000 limit in Bobby's room.
Sure.
Millions of dollars on the table. 93 years old, 92 years old, something like that. And I had a moment, you know, it's many years ago. I'm like in my early 20s, and I was like, I should say hi to Doyle Brunson. This might be my only chance. He's an old guy, and
Yeah.
I don't get a lot of chances to meet someone like that. So I turn around and I go, Mr. Brunson, you know, just wanted to express like I'm such a huge fan. Doesn't stop for a second, continues driving right past me on his scooter, and just goes, "Eat my dust, young man." And that's it. That was my
Just eat my
dust,
dust.
young man.
That, to me, is actually a better
absolutely.
memory than if you stopped to say hi and shook your hand.
I mean, the other scenario, I get a Facebook picture out of it. Like, that was, I'll remember that for the rest of my life.
Eat my dust, young man.
Yeah, look at you.
All right, and we do see that the players dropped to 9, so we are going to go on a short break here in a moment to get the tables combined. We are going to have a 9-handed final table.
So I think they're just for a little bit, they're going to get the photo taken, the final table photo, the final table count. So bear with us for a little bit. We'll be back soon. Much appreciated. Berkey here, my mate Jabbity. We're jumping in the booth, and we can't wait to see you guys at our final table, $400 Nightcrawler, playing for $44,000. Cheers, guys. We'll see you soon.
Don't go anywhere.
doing a cart. Sorry, guys.
3, 2, 1.
And we are back here at the $400 Nightcrawler final table. We have $44,820 up top, $217,000 prize pool, 665 runners into this thing, and we are down to the final 9.
Did you hear what happened in 10th place?
I did.
Cameron Lawless, friend of the stream, Play Live regular.
He apparently sick. I'm going to summarize it a bit. He got aces in flop top set and got called down by a flush draw, and flush gets there, which is just it's gut wrenching.
Right.
You
For
got
10th
aces.
place.
You flop top set, and you're ready to double up. Once again, the mirage. You're ready to see it.
Absolutely. You're
And
like,
you
I'm coming
just-
into the final table deep.
Yeah, and you cop the beat, and it's just like, I swear, missing the final table is its own gut wrenching. Oh, we've got an all in here with Queens from Nicholas.
Twofold.
He is on the button. He has jammed 705,000.
Now, did Yang get in the mix in the cutoff first? I was caught up listening to what you were saying, and I totally missed it. Yeah, it looks like Yang opened in the cutoff. Now trying to figure out if he's priced in, because Nicholas Hoare is super short. Decides to let it go. Getting a little bit punished for that greedy open with the Queen 4 suited. But we have seen it work out for him on the other end of the table as well. So we got some recognizable names added to this final table. We got Dylan. Dylan is
Alan Tang.
Alan Tang.
Yeah.
Alan was here before. Who did we get added? Dylan, Nick,
Anthony Fontes.
Anthony. I don't know as well. But Dylan,
Dylan.
he's been
Wow,
crushing at Play
what
Live since we
a-
first opened.
What a stack from Dylan. I've actually
67
played a lot
big
with
ones,
Dylan.
wow.
He's actually a really lovely kid.
Really nice guy.
And he's really working on his
strong
game
player,
strong. Yeah, he's worked on his game very
Studies
hard.
a
And
lot.
look, it's really starting to pay off for him. Like, well done. He's starting to make final tables and stuff, and good on him. I love seeing young kids who put the work in, who are super nice and super good for the game, start getting recognised for their contributions. and
Very
stuff like
good
that.
mental game, Dylan.
Oh,
Plays
he
with him a
does,
little
yeah.
bit.
Yep.
Always patient, always calm. Takes the beats very well. I will say, if he ships this, I'm quite confident that would be the biggest score of his career. And that would be a nice way to kind of get the ball rolling, Start to explore full-time pro, higher stakes territory. Ace 10 suited with the open. King 10 of hearts just
that
in
folded?
the bin, yeah. And another discipline fold with the Queen Jack.
Look, there's options when you first get to the table, whether you fill out the table or if you take over the table. Someone needs to take table captain. I think what was his name? George tried to assert
Establish
some
himself.
dominance with the Queen 4 suited right off the bat. And you know what? The table's going to start getting its own dynamics here. Oh, is that Enrak?
Yeah. Have you
play-
played, you played with him?
I actually-
Yeah, I recognize him as well, actually.
I played against him in this Nightcrawler. Wait, I actually think he was the one that... He's the one that knocked me out of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the one I lost the flip against. I was like, he looks super familiar.
So get you a standard card from me.
Oh, is that?
Yep. Is that all good? Yep. Good. Threefold.
Good on him. It's good to see he's using my chips nicely. Glad I could make some assistance.
So let's take a look at these stacks here. Dylan is a pretty strong
That
chip
is
leader. John Hernandez and Anurag both kind of taking up that middle
There's-
spot, and then
there's-
we got a lot
There's
of these
four
middling
middling.
stacks.
There's 4 middling stacks and 1 short stack.
So that's going to be quite a tough ICM scenario for
Yeah,
them.
it is.
There's 3 players that can very conceivably put a ton of pressure on, and one stack
Now,
that's
like,
so short you really don't want
You
to
got to
bust
think,
first.
like from 9th to 8th, it's already $1,000 jump. $1,000. You know,
2.5
that's
buy-ins,
2.5
right?
buy-ins just from your next jump. So, like, it's going to be interesting to see the dynamic with these 10 to 12 to 14 big blind stacks to see if they want to try, go for the jugular, get up the win, or if they're trying to ladder here. Because you know what? I got no issue with someone sitting back a bit passive trying to ladder this thing because there are some big jumps coming up. Remember, there is a lot of money in this prize pool for a $400 tournament.
Absolutely.
$217,000 in the prize pool, which is
Sixfold.
It's crazy when you say the
it's-
number, right?
It's so
It's
just
such a
number
different
that
number than
it's a number that
400, you
It's a
know?
number that shouldn't exist from a $400 tournament. Let's just put it that way.
Eightfold.
I think that's one of the beauties of these multi-flight events. You know, you really get that experience of going the distance, getting a crazy ROI if you end up on top.
He's going the distance.
He's going the distance.
He's going for speed. All right, ace-5 for John here on the dealer button. Now, under the gun has raised. Yeah. So this is always the tough, because under the gun raising is...
3 fold.
Wow, and he just... Oh, no, he does flick in the call. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
For a second, I thought
Yeah,
he
so
sold
did
it.
I. Now, under the gun raise is you know, it's super tight range. You've got to figure out where you're at. Now, I prefer with the ace-5 suited here, putting the raise in. I think the call, you feel like you're a bit in no man's land.
Yeah, I agree. I think with Fraser's stack size, you can just, you know,
You can
put in a
just put-
small 3-bet, and then he's so short that when
Yeah.
he jams,
You-
you get an
you've-
easy
you've
price to
committed
call him
yourself.
off. And
Or you can just jam it there on him.
you can also jam, covering the stacks behind.
Really
right?
put the pressure on him, make him want to call with a big hand.
Fraser checks here. I would have much preferred a continuation bet
Bet,
on this
yep.
dry board. It's going to get through so often. You have the backdoor royal flush draw. If you're
But
thinking
now
about
that
your
he's
range,
checked, it does open it up for John to throw the bet.
and we know Hernandez is absolutely going to put a bet in here. And now Fraser's just in a terrible spot.
He's really in no man's land here, isn't he?
Hasn't connected.
Like, there's not much he can call here, hoping for back doors. He knows even if he calls, he's got to hit something. Even if he hits something, it might not even be good. Like,
Yep, just has to let it go.
Without throwing that C-bet in, you really put yourself in a really sticky situation.
Absolutely. Caps' ability to actually win the hand, right? Realize his equity without going to a showdown. I think when you look at these constructions like King 4-6 Rainbow, you know, you have to find the bluffs from somewhere in your range. You're not going to have the obvious ones, the open-enders, right? The only thing you can consider is 7-5, and he's not going to have a lot of 7-5 in his range
not at
there.
all.
So you have to start looking at these backup candidates, the backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw hands, the things like the Queen 10 of hearts, Queen Jack of hearts. Same thing with spades, right? Or diamonds. As long as you
agree
get the
more.
backdoor, those are going to be kind of your most natural bluffs.
Now, well done to all these guys in the final table here. They've beaten a field of 665. They've locked up 10x their starting stack, and now's where we get the fun. Now's where we start really seeing these guys feel the pressure, because I'm telling you, the difference between 4,000 and 44,000. You've only got to beat 8 more people.
Right.
You've conquered
come this far.
You've conquered 600 and 50 odd
some odd.
people, and you've only got to conquer a few more people, and another 10x you stack there. It's
kind of crazy,
It's
right?
kind of crazy.
You just
But
play a
these-
sit and go for it all.
But
you know?
also,
oh,
like,
look at this.
It's really good. Oh, he's just jammed with 6. Jammed with 6s.
Jams
there?
the 6s, very standard jam
Yep.
from Taryn, and Dylan, the end.
We will 100% be seeing a call here at least from Dylan. Dylan's sitting there with a 67 big blinds. He's jammed here for... How many big blinds he jammed for?
980.
980.
So 20% of his stack we're talking about here. 20% of his stack, he's got a premium hand.
It's about 12 bigs.
He jammed over the top with people behind.
Isolate rejams.
This is interesting.
Just making sure Hernandez gets out of his way.
Now, I'm not 100% sold on the jam there with Ace Jack. You've got 5 players behind, and if unironically someone who's got a big stack wakes up with a bigger hand, you just find yourself
In a really rough spot. Yeah, I think Ace
I
Jack.
think I like the flat or even the min click.
Yes. If there's ways to isolate and say this is my
pot I'm taking
without
from him.
having to risk everything,
Yeah.
right? But let's see. We
But
got
look,
a classic race. And an
ace
ace from
from
space. It's
It
just
is just unreal,
that
man.
easy.
It's just unreal. 6 and 6 alone.
oh, and the 5 of hearts not going to get it done. And that is our first elimination of this final table, and it is arguably the strongest player on the final table. So if you're Dylan, you
T,
must
if you're watching
be
this back, well played.
Well
Mate,
played.
Mate, he played with a short stack there for a while, and he did. He played the short stack well. He was short stack for a lot of those final 20 down, and he played it real well.
down to 8 now, and
Matt
Dylan's
Wing.
chip lead getting even bigger.
Yeah, he's up to 81 bigs. You're sitting there 8-handed with 81 bigs on the final table. It starts to feel a bit real, doesn't it?
It really does. That's that moment where you're like, wow, this is my tournament to
Yeah,
win.
this is my... If I lose the tournament from here, it's something I've done.
Or you just run like Kokinos did this morning. Queens into kings, nines, losing the flip to the jack 10, the very next hand to the same opponent.
Well, that's what happened to me. I've lost both to the same opponent.
9 fold.
And that opponent's now on this final table just to needle you, huh?
No. This.
Not against
No. When I was on the stream, I lost to both to Mahi. But Mahi
yes.
went on to where did he get? In
He
that
got
tournament?
third place in
There
the
you go.
end.
So he used my chips nicely as well. It's good to see.
Yeah, he navigated that final table very well.
Extremely hard player to play against. He trapped me very well with that ace king.
5 fold.
What do we got here? The dynamic. So, look, Anthony got the pay jump, the 1,000 pay jump. He's sitting there with just under 6 big blinds.
That's massive if you're him, right? 6 bigs and you get an
6
extra
bigs and you get pay
$1,000.
jump. You also got to think there's only a couple of stacks above you, 10, 13 big from Nicholas and Chris. It's just, like you just want to keep getting those pay jumps, but you got to at some point take a stand and find a hand.
Absolutely.
It's just interesting because that's also the joy of the action giver that bringing in the big blind ante did. We were discussing earlier. You know, if there was no big blind ante there, you can sit there for a couple of orbits.
Oh, sure.
Wait for pay
Only
jumps.
losing a big and a half every orbit, right? Whereas with the big blind ante, that extra big blind, 2.5 bigs an orbit, he's got 2 orbits of life, and then that's it, right?
Under the gun, I'd like to see a raise the ace-5 suitor from Nicholas.
Could see a raise, could see a jam. Definitely don't want to see it go in the bin.
Once again, 13 big is just a bit big for me to be jamming. I like the committing yourself a bit, you know, putting the min click in.
Eric Baldwin utilizing that strategy, right?
Yeah, he did.
And found a fold, saved his
found
tournament
the
life.
fold, 100%. And then goes on to get second.
All the way
It's
to
those
second
small
place.
things, those insanely small things. Now, he's raised it to 205,000 here. What are the blinds again?
2 fold.
That's quite a big open.
That's a
isn't
big
it?
open when you've got 13, isn't it? Or am I missing the blinds properly?
5 fold.
I'll tell you what, whether it is or isn't, I think this is going to get through here unless we see... Oh. George in the big blind. He is
the
quite
king
capable
queen?
of just jamming this here.
I'm wondering if he's going to jam.
15 bigs is a lot to jam, but
Could
you've got to
also
realize...
find just a regular defend. I think both are very reasonable.
But look, either way he goes, I don't think you can be upset with him. Because look, I don't think you can fold. You can't fold this in the big blind. You might be behind, but you definitely cannot.
Absolutely. Hands definitely too strong. As we said, as you get into these shorter stacks, hands with just big cards, capable of making top pair like King Queen really go up in value. Looks like he's considering what to do.
Look, I don't mind the flat call here, and then waiting for a king.
And just in the bin.
I don't know
Now
about that
that's
one.
a bit of a strange choice. George Yang.
I think to me you just flat that and see if you can get a king or a queen to realize your equity to get a jam in there. But look, he's sitting
He
there.
made a loosey-goosey open with the Queen 4 suited to start the final table, and now has really switched gears.
Is it the pay jump pressure we're talking about?
I'm wondering if he's starting to feel the pay jump pressure.
Manda Star Pike, hello all, welcome to the chat. Everyone else, welcome back. We got 8 left here in our Nightcrawler $400 tournament.
45K up top.
It's massive. Now, if you'd like to watch us, join us in the chat. We are watching it. We are looking at currently the Facebook chat. So if you want to get in, let us know. We're also on YouTube and Twitch.
4 fold.
At
And
Playlive Melbourne or at Playlive Melbourne official on everything. Melbourne, blah, blah, blah.
well, I mean, you're American. You would love to give the Melbourne. Melbourne.
All in. 9 fold. So you go all in 9 fold.
Sorry about that, guys. Just got a quick drink. I had a frog in my throat. Good to see everyone coming into the chat. Is it Oliver?
Got a couple beers here in the studio.
Yeah, a couple of beers.
Doing the hard work.
Look,
2 race.
you just have to, you know, clear the throat one time with a cold beer.
Got to keep it lubricated.
Manda wants one of those exclusive drink bottles. Well, Manda, do you know how you win one of those exclusive drink bottles?
You got to win yourself a Playlive Melbourne Millions event. Any event will do.
Any event will do, and we will get you an exclusive drink bottle.
But if you want one without the one-of-one Pokemon rarity, PSA 10,
PSA
super shiny Charizard, if you just want a regular, still very beautiful Playlive Melbourne drink bottle like I have currently sitting right next to me, filled with water, you can get those at our front desk. We got a bunch of them available for purchase.
I do need to get me one of those.
Look at mine. Mine's not to flex, but got my name engraved on it.
So under the gun here from John, the Jack 9 suited razors. Dylan with the Ace 9, the hand you've been talking about all night.
The glow up.
The glow up in the big blind.
Alex for defend.
Look, I'd be defending that too. It's an Ace 9. That lovely GTO loves to defend that as well. Queen 3 deuce with 2 diamonds. 2 diamonds is going to favour John here, but Dylan's going to be slightly ahead with the Ace high.
Now, I think we're going to see a continuation bet from John pretty much always here with the flush draw. If you're Dylan, ace high, no backdoors. Enough to continue?
Look, I'm a big sucker for backdoors. I think... I'm not going to include the 4-5 as a backdoor here. I think it's a bit... yeah, look, I think the continuation bet's good. I think the fold's fine.
It's one of those spots where you can get sticky.
You can
ace
get
high
sticky,
good a lot, but
remember here, you're playing with second in chips.
yes,
There's no reason
he's
for you...
the one guy that can do real damage to your stack.
There's no
right?
reason you want to sit there and get tangled in with this, trying to make hero calls with an ace high. Sometimes you just got to realize your position. You are the chip leader, but second chip leader is betting India. Look, maybe I can just
let him have a turn, huh?
Maybe I just let ace high go. I don't want to be caught in something that, you know, I don't... You know, the whole how did I get myself here situation. Amanda looks like she needs to get onto a plane. Get down to where? Playlive.
129 York Street here in South Melbourne. Playlive Melbourne.
Thanks for the plug, Amanda.
Appreciate you.
All in.
Gonna have a jam with the King 7. Now, we talked about this. It's under the gun, has under 6 big blinds, knows that next hand, gonna have 2 big blinds going in the middle immediately. One for the ante, one for the big blind. Decides to make a stand with the King
Now,
high. Very reasonable.
Once again, this is going to get down to those one situations. Do you flat this behind? Do you min raise it behind?
I think I like the min click if I'm Anurag here.
I think I like the flat.
Just try and keep it as cheap as
Keep
possible.
it as cheap as possible. Let people know.
If you
know,
get isolated, you just say, no problem.
Yeah, no worries, it's yours. Like if you're getting raised big there, you know someone else has got a massive hand.
Absolutely. There
know what
is
I mean?
always that interesting dynamic in final tables where they're
They-
never going to squeeze you off it because they want you.
They want multi-way. They want to check it down.
yes, they want to cooperate to
and
eliminate the player, right? It's in
Now, if you're at
everyone's
the
best
table,
interest.
you are not allowed to say that out loud because
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, I mean people get done for stuff like that. But guess what? Everyone's thinking it.
it's
That
a
is
natural dynamic, right?
Yeah,
oh, and they
it
does
just
put the king
folds.
queen in the muck.
just
On the tight side, maybe a bit worried that there's a lot of players behind. Doesn't want to risk his position as second chip leader.
But I think with 6 big blinds, I think the flat there's fine. Look, I actually don't mind the min raise there. Like,
5-fold.
I don't know. Anyway,
Fraser letting the ace high go as well.
he's getting away with murder on this thing.
Oh, but Yang with a pair.
And the difference with Yang is he's only sitting there with 17 big
Wow,
blinds.
he also lets it go. So this jam, I mean, when we see some of the hands going in the muck here, that instantly makes this jam look spectacular, right?
Oh,
if we had
insane.
any doubts about whether King 7 should be going in the jamming range, when we see King Queen, Ace 6, and a pair of 4s all going in the muck, I think those doubts can be quelled. We can say that this jam is going to be printing chips.
Now, those of you in the chat, please send us some messages. We like to go back and forth with the players. We'd like to try give our expert commentary. If we've gotten something wrong, don't feel bad about letting us know. We're going to do our best here. We're having a bit of a laugh down here at 129 York Street. This place is... Look, the atmosphere is still buzzing. Look, I know you guys can't see it here, but just outside we've got our mini main day 1. Now, day 1s are usually the smallest fields, right?
Yeah, 1A, always the smallest.
In any tournament. That has got 212.
And that's just, how many flights are that? Four flights?
There's 4 flights of that. 212.
Wow.
And it's our smallest flight for a $600 mini main. Now, if that's anything to go by, that field is going to be massive.
I mean, it's going to be 1,000 people.
Look, I'd set...
It's going to be a 500K prize pool.
If you set me the line at 1,000, I'm taking overs.
Wow.
I'm easily taking overs because that, like, there usually you can get to 1,000. Like our opening event, we got 150 in our opening flight. We made 1,400.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
See what I mean? We're getting 212 in our opening flight here. This is incredible. $600 mini main, perfect price point. Look, I can't wait. I've got to fire it in the next couple of days myself.
Oh yeah, I mean if that's gonna get, I mean that might get the prize pool that the main event is guaranteeing.
Yeah.
In the mini main, right?
In the mini main.
We could be talking 6 figures up top, close to it, off a $600 buy-in.
Yeah, it's incredible, man. It's incredible. VJ, what's the structure for the mini main? The structure, everything is posted on our website, playlive.melbourne. You can jump on there, go to the top bar. It'll give all of our structures for all of our tournaments.
You'll see it under the tab called Structures.
Believe it or not, I can't remember the structure for every tournament. I know the structure is good for those things because all these tournaments have been really good structures for the players.
Generally, the mini main, things of like
They've
that
got-
are
they've
always
gotta
going to have
be-
the
yeah.
best structures.
Because they got the prestige behind them. You want the players to enjoy themselves while they're doing it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's just playlive.melbourne by itself. No need to get fancy. Up in the top corner, go up to structures. It'll give you every structure for all of our tournaments. Frank, good to see you down here tomorrow. You can come and say hi. I haven't actually met you yet, but you know what? You've been firing that much in the comments that...
I was about to say, I feel like we're buddies, you know.
I feel like we're buddies already.
Spent a lot of time with us.
Nicholas here with the 13 big blinds. I do like the raise here with
Ups for
ace-9 in the
open,
hijack.
yep. Oh, and look at this. Hernandez
Now.
with queens.
What are we doing here with Hernandez?
2 all in.
I do think we're definitely going to
Has he
raise it
just
up.
jam- he's
just
just
chooses
jammed.
to jam. Has mostly short stacks behind. So even though he's quite deep, the effective stack... Now, the one sketchy part of this jam is Anurag also has 40-something bigs, but with the pocket queens, we're pretty happy getting it in about just about anything.
Oh.
The queen jack suited is
Queen
going
Jack Suey just
in.
called.
Wow, and because of that,
I
Nicholas
think
might be able
Nicholas
to
has
get
gotta
away from his
this.
hand, and
Yeah,
he does.
Yep, good call on that one.
So Anthony Fountas, perhaps with a misstep.
I don't think these guys realize how many... I'm just saying, like, it's...
Got 5 chances to hit the guaranteed ace
All
from
right,
space.
what do we got here?
Apologies, we did get heads up that we're going to get a bit of a technical issue here. But we're going to just keep an eye on this all in.
Sorry, guys, we've just been told we're actually...
And it does seem like Hernandez did hold with the queens. Yep, that is going to be Fountas hitting the rail.
Blinds up.
So 7 remaining now. He is going to get over 5K for his troubles.
Small technical glitch, guys. We'll get back with you in a second.
Apologies there.
Once again, day 2. Still working out the glitches, but we've got the best of the best down here helping us out. Matty Marshall.
Yep, so 2 wins.
Yep, just getting a heads up from the tech team that indeed they
had a bit of an issue.
had an issue with that one. Queens did in fact hold.
Queens did in fact
Fountas hit
scoop.
the rail.
Don't worry, guys. They will catch up here in a second. What was the run out? I wish I could tell you there, VJ. I wish I could. I haven't got much from it. I don't know if they're going to do a fake board. I'd give us a few minutes to try solve the issue here.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
getting a heads up that they did just have to input a random board, so it's gonna give some false action here. It's gonna say there was a chopped outcome, but
But there was
It was
not.
indeed Fountas hitting the rail, so we are 7-handed now. From the sound of what we're hearing from the tech team, it seems like it was a pretty dry run out. Not much of a sweat. Very hard to win that one with the Queen Jack suited. I mean, Queens is just the absolute worst hand to run into. You'd rather see aces.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, much rather see
Yeah,
aces.
do not pay attention to that board. That did that did not happen.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, all hearts. That'd be a fun one.
Yeah.
Straight flush on board. Chop it up, baby.
Chop it up, baby.
So I think we're gonna take a moment here for the guys just to
give
get
me a second.
reacclimated.
While they're catching up with this,
Talk to me.
we're going to finish talking about this mini main that's just going on. So we've got 212 entrants the first one, which is incredible because there was a large amount of unique players, which is what you want to see.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's still running over here on the side. I can still see plenty of players left. But the one I want to talk about is the main.
Oh yeah.
This is the one look, I know I'm saying I'm targeting, but everyone's targeting it because
the main event,
it's
right?
the main event, baby. It's the main event,
It's the main
baby.
event, baby.
The thing is, the amount of satellites and packages sold and the step 3s that were done, step 2s that were done into this tournament are incredible. I don't have the numbers.
Yeah, we had 160 in Flight 1A, which is going to be the smallest by far, right at the start of the series.
So we've
I
already
think
hit
we
a third
have
of the guarantee.
A third of the guarantee down already, and I think we have at least 60 to 70 players who sat it in before the series who haven't fired yet. And then throughout the series, we've been running these main event satellites, and they have just been going crazy.
Crazy. I played one yesterday. It had like 60 runners.
It's like a tournament
It's like a real
on
tournament.
its own, you know? Everybody loves the chop pot.
Everybody. No, not everybody.
Yeah. Shout outs to Joe Stapleton. One of the best in the business at this.
Yeah.
Very funny guy. Had the pleasure of hanging out with him in Vegas a few times.
Vegas.
When are we getting you out to Vegas, buddy?
You know what? I think it's sooner rather than later.
Is this year in the cards potentially?
Oh, geez, I'd have to go on to win a tournament or two to get it through the wife. I think.
Let's
I'll tell you what.
let's have you win a tournament or two, and
I'll
then
tell you what. When I win the main, we
Then
can
you're
name
definitely
it,
coming to
we
Vegas.
can make it the Berkey main event. Yeah,
I did agree to that. I do remember agreeing to
Yeah,
that.
you do remember agreeing to that. 'Cause,
Probably
look,
not
it's
my
on
smartest
stream.
choice, but
no one can take it back now.
oh, look at this! Just like this, we got the funniest flip in the game. Ace King of Spades versus the Ducks.
You know what? I'm taking the Ducks this time.
Deuces never loses, man. It's the
taking
truest thing in the game. Oh.
Geez, we're bad.
Nah, it was on the river against Jen.
It was actually, yeah.
Do it again. No, okay. Nice, easy hold.
Do you know, I think that's the first one legitimate flip where something's actually hell.
Yeah, that's true.
We
Right?
have some crazy knockouts here. Well played from Chris.
Very
Locks
nice
himself
run.
up $6,300.
Can't be unhappy with that.
Look, if you're buying into a tournament for $400 and taking $6,300 home, I don't think you're upset. You're upset that you haven't gone on, to beat the next 6 people for the 44 lacquer up top. But
Of
you know what?
course.
Yeah, look,
More than 15x you're buying. Hard to feel too bad about that.
Yeah.
Can't get returns outside of the meme coin market like the 15x. Berkey and I, fun fact, we once did pretty well on a meme coin together.
We did.
The
yeah.
ETF, the Elon Trump fart
the
coin.
Elon Trump fart coin.
One of the best in the business. I can't believe that actually worked
It
out.
actually worked, and we got it before the rug pull
Before the
too.
inevitable rug pull.
Yeah.
That's the name of that game, right? They always rug pull. At the end of the day, none of them are actually anything real.
No,
so.
no. It's just like going to casino.
Yeah, just a dry run out in the Queens versus the Queen Jack. The board that you saw on screen wasn't the real board. So just an
We
just
don't have
interesting
the
dry run
information
out.
because it didn't actually log it.
But the Queens did hold.
The Queens did hold.
And send the Queen Jack to the rail.
John here.
100.
Hernandez with the Ace Queen.
Two goes 300. Raises 300,000.
The full 3x here from the cutoff.
Wow, that is a big raise.
I think he's putting some pressure. Knows that Anurag's right
Yeah.
behind him. Doesn't want to let him see a flop too easily.
And 6 fold.
No, they just hand the blinds down that way, and
I always call that one the lateral.
Yeah.
You just take your big blind, chuck it right over. Now, okay, you've been a dealer.
Yeah.
Do you appreciate that saves you a bit of effort?
No.
It's more annoying than it
Drives
is
me
helpful.
nuts.
Okay. Now, what if their aim is good and they're consistent? Because obviously that's going to be the main
But
issue, I
that's
imagine.
the problem is it's like 1 in 20 that actually someone actually nails it. See, look, as a dealer, I was a pretty easygoing dealer, but there was just some small things when, like, because you get trained to do things in order. Yeah.
Yep.
So like
Very procedural, right?
at the end of the hand, like it's a known factor. You highlight the hand, you push the pot, you mark the loser, and you push the button, and you flip the board. So you do that in an order, right? Now, when someone disrupts that order, it's like best way to put it. You're running a sprint race and someone runs in front of you. You know, it just throws you off.
Wrecks your mojo.
Yeah, so because as a dealer, you get into a rhythm. Because you got to remember, these guys are just dealing, constantly over and over, hand after hand after hand, and they've got no skin in the game. You know what I mean? So it can get a bit monotonous once in a while. So when you're in your rhythm and someone kind of throws it off, like the one that what got me mostly was when someone moved the button and didn't say button move. And so I go to move the button, someone goes, "Oh, wasn't the button there?" And the button there, and then you sit there going, I can't remember where the button was.
Yeah.
The last hand is already out of my head.
Already focusing on the next, and they're doing you a favor that you didn't ask for.
Yeah.
9-fold.
As a dealer myself, I agree. Oh, Amanda's a dealer. Let's go. Got some industry folks in the chat.
We've got some industry folks sitting at the table playing.
That's true.
2-fold.
And there's us in the booth as well.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing about poker. It's Josh's birthday, by the way.
Oh, it finally just hit. Hey, happy birthday, Josh Monk.
Happy birthday to Josh
Can
Monk.
everyone in the chat who knows Josh Monk please send him a happy birthday thing now? He's currently sitting out playing the mini main, and I'm sure he'd appreciate 4,000 messages.
Last time I saw him, it looked like he had a stack.
He did. He lost a little bit of it, but he's still way above average. Give me a second. I'm just gonna jump on the phone really quick and send him a happy birthday.
Be like a real Twitch streamer. W's in the chat. Josh Monk birthday. Press 1 for Josh Monk birthday. 1's in the chat.
41 today he is.
41.
41.
Thought he was 25. Looking good for 41.
Yep.
I wish you guys could have seen that look.
That's it.
Picture
Let's get it going
is
in the
worth
chat.
1,000 words. Just busted.
No way.
No way. GG.
No
get
way.
get in here, Joshy.
He's just walked up to the
The
combo.
birthday boy is in the booth.
With a natural.
2 call.
King, queen, jack, king board. Yeah. Guys about to put him in the muck. Then see, goes, happy birthday to me. Yeah. Guy just goes, the bus walks my birthday. Turns over the edge. Put him in the muck.
4-fold.
Oh,
It's over. But you know what?
punish for the birthday. Still lots of love in the chat.
Look at this. Look at this. You're getting happy birthday, monkey. Happy
There you go.
birthday, monk.
Right there.
8-fold.
There was.
In there. Girlfriend's in there. Yes, she is.
Yeah, she's in there.
9-fold.
She made sure to let us know to make sure it was your birthday right as it clicked over at midnight.
Trying to call me. I'm all in.
Yeah.
Shout out
you're
to Zoe.
right. Shout out to Zoe.
Oh, and look at this. We got a little three-way action.
Oh, it's bottom
Chip
set.
leader Dylan opening king 6 of diamonds from early.
1 check.
I'd like
Flatten
it.
the
I like it.
hijack. Yeah, me too. With that chip lead, and look at this. Bottom set.
How do you play this from Alan?
I think
You've got to throw a little bit of
yes,
bet in.
with
Yeah.
bottom set, right?
Yeah.
I think with top set, middle set, you can get a little trickier
Look,
sometimes.
heavy drawn board, and you've got a raise and a call. So you're just hoping one of these guys has this queen, has this 9, has a draw.
6 bet 425,000.
Monkey's pointing out currently that pocket 4s is a natural 8. Just got to let him have that one for a second. Sorry about that. Just having a quick chat with Monkey. Guess what? Riff, jump in the chat. Welcome back, Riff.
We're gonna swap a Josh for a Josh.
I have to bring Monkey in for 10 minutes. I have to bring him in.
He's getting the call.
He's getting the call from the wife.
From
the girlfriend.
From the
sorry.
girlfriend.
And she's currently in the chat. But I have to bring him in. It's his birthday. We're going to have a shout out. Not to say it hasn't been fun, Jabbity, but I will get you back in very, very soon.
Absolutely.
I just need the man, the myth, the legend on his birthday to come in and to regale us with his tales of...
Oh, look at this.
Ooh,
Yang
this
with
is
the
gonna be an
ace
interesting
jack.
one.
Hernandez opening up the ace nine, the glow up hand.
The glow up hand. 23 bigs. Look, you can get a bit interesting with this in the small blind, but if you're going to raise, you've got to raise big. You can't be min raising these things. You can't give the position that's raised you a really good price to call in position.
Got to put a little bit of that extra pressure on. 610 on the smaller side, but
I just read that wrong. I thought he was in the small blind. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, enough. This should be enough juice, given that Yang is quite short, so doesn't want to overcommit too big a portion of his stack. And now a tough spot for Hernandez.
I don't know what I'd do here, to be honest with you.
I think
I'm just binning this.
Putting it in the bin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look, it's balancing your range. You raised under the gun.
Yep.
You
Mission
got caught
accomplished.
You got caught with your hand in the cookie jar. You showed
In the bin.
you're able to do it with worse hands, and you just put it in the bin.
Yeah, very disciplined play from Hernandez on this final table in general. All right, we are going to get Joshy joining us in the booth. Grabbing a birthday
Look,
beer.
you had to get a birthday drink first. I understand.
I'm going to hop up. You're going to get a Josh for a Josh. See you in a sec.
Trade for a trade.
Four-fold. Six-fold.
Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We have the birthday boy, Josh Monkey, my partner in
Berkey,
crime.
how are you, mate?
How good is it having you back in the box, man?
You know what? It feels phenomenal. But I'm going to say one thing very, very, very quickly, yeah? Guess who made an outstanding play here? Outstanding play.
Yeah, I love hearing it.
Shaheen, yeah?
Shaheen, yeah?
He's in a hand.
Yeah.
He's looking at the seconds click over, you know, on his watch, yeah?
Yeah.
He goes, you know what? I'm just going to fold this one and be the first person to wish him a happy birthday. He got me at 12.001 second. Right there, Joshy. How's that sound? Yeah? Is that a nice hand or what? He got it before even CK came out and announced it. But
Raise to 800.
have a look at this.
2
Look at
seconds
this.
here.
This is
George-
Nightcrawler
George
final
and-
table.
George in the cutoff here is given a raise, and John, second in chips here, is just 3-bet him to 800.
Sure.
800 is 4x'd him.
Sure. Look at the birthday comments. I appreciate that very much. Thanks, Paddy. Appreciate it, mate. Jacks into sixes, yeah.
Jeez, is that Casper? Oh, haven't seen you in a while, buddy. But just 4x'd him. That's a big raise.
I tell you, what a tournament here, man. I played this actual Nightcrawler. I busted out 17 minutes into day 2 at a natural, yeah. Two side, 4-4, yeah, versus the Queens. Party's over.
4's into
yeah.
Queens. You were yeah.
But have a look at this, man. $400 buy-in, yeah? What have they got up top here?
45 lacquer.
44 what? You can't
Yeah,
make that up.
just
44
short. 44 820.
Now, you've got to give props to the boys here at Play Live. I'll be honest with you. I mean, that's just a monumentally massive size prize pool. They've done a phenomenal job here. Look at that, 27.7 for second, 17.1 for third, 12,000 absolutely cold for fourth,
Yeah.
97
Now, we were
and
just having a
78
chat about this. I walked out and I saw the mini main out there. Now, as I was telling Josh, flight 1's usually the smallest flight for anything, right?
Sure, yeah, sure.
You just got 212 in flight 1 of the mini main.
That's crazy.
Do you understand how big that tournament's going to be at $600 prize?
I had a look before. Like, here's the thing. I reckon. Look, you put a $200,000 guarantee on it. Yeah. I reckon
it's going to hit the main event guarantee.
I reckon it's going to be somewhere in the vicinity of like.
Because if you get 1,000 runners there, which I think is very capable, you're going to get a $500,000 prize pool there.
Yeah, easily. I don't know, man. I think it's going to be somewhere in the vicinity of like 330 to like 360,
Yeah?
something like that. Yeah, I think so. Like it's pretty hot on a Saturday. The last flight, I believe, is that right, Josh? For the mini mains on Saturday before the day 2 starts on Sunday. I believe that's correct. I think it's like a 2:00 start, Joshy. Yeah, just getting confirmation from the owner over here. I think it's a 2:00 start for the mini main on a Tuesday. Is that correct? Bingo. Your bag there.
Once again, don't take what we say face value. I've had a few marks up myself. If you need to get the information, go down to playlive.melbourne.
Yep.
Up in the top corner, the website's great. Up the top corner, go into the thing, go structures and the tournaments, and it'll give you everything you need to know about the rest of the series, which is still huge. Like, we're a week into it, and we're still not even close to being at the end. We haven't had the main event yet. We just started on the mini main. There's just tournament after tournament, banger after banger.
Have a look at this here. So Nicky here has raised 480 in the cutoff. Comes around to the big blind here.
Leaves himself with the 1.6 blinds behind. Anurag, obviously,
Just all in with a pocket
jams,
sevens.
gets the call. Now, we've been having constant bad beats on this stream,
sure.
and they all come from aces.
Right, is Turner in the hot seat or?
No, but
No.
it feels like he is.
So sevens versus a6 here. Needs to find the ace to continue. There it is.
There it is.
Straight there in the window.
I knew-
Can't make it up.
Do you know how?
Yep.
You just know. I don't
Turn
know.
card is a
understand
jack,
it.
repeat jack. It is a 7-ball quarter pocket. Doesn't get it. Queen will top that
knew-
off.
Mate,
A6
the
gets it
aces.
done.
If you go through the stream, the ace from space comes out that many times.
Sure.
It's unreal.
Sure.
But Dylan here, like, John's catching up. Dylan's been very passive this thing. Like, he's had a huge chip lead. He's been very passive on the table. He's taken the pay jumps though. I can't really.
Now, have you and the other Josh here picked like who you think might be the winner?
We haven't from here, but now we're 5-handed.
Sure. All right. Well, Berkey, take a guess from here, yeah? So we're 6-handed here at the moment. What do you reckon? John spelt incorrectly? I'm going to take the John spelt incorrectly, yeah?
John.
How's that sound? Yeah? The
He's
J-H-O-N,
actually
yeah?
a lovely bloke.
He's a lovely guy.
Yeah.
He's a super lovely guy. I'm going to take a Johnny boy.
All right, I'll
yeah?
take Dill. I like Dill. Good young player, really working on his game. And he's really, really come into his own. And now he's in the top 1% of the field in a huge field event. So
There you go.
like,
Have a look at Georgie Yang here. Yeah, he's got the natural. He's got to put that straight in the bin under the gun.
they
Down
just
to
don't know,
Nicholas.
Monkey. They just don't know.
7-5. That's in the bin too. Ace deuce, pretty strong. 6-handed.
Six-handed.
Probably might be coming in for a small raise here,
I mean,
I'd
this
imagine.
is the cutoff. So, I mean, like, here's the big stack. The thing is,
$200,000.
He's just going to flick it in. A small raise there. He's just clicked it back, yeah?
beautiful. But the unlucky thing for him is he's got the second big stack sitting right behind him.
Sure.
So as much as you want to sit there and put pressure on, and John has no issue with putting
Have a look
some
at this
chips in
hand
the
here,
pot.
though. 9-9. Four side, 9-9. Natural 8. Big favourite here against the ace deuce. Got 24 bigs. What do you reckon? He's going to come in for the 3-bet here, or
I
you reckon
think
he's
you
just
have
going to
to.
jam it?
I think 24 big blinds to me is a bit too large of a jam.
I think, I don't know, man. I reckon he just jams it here, applies maximum pressure. But
Look, if I was sitting there with 6s and below, maybe 7s below, I think 9s is just too good of a hand. Look, I don't know. Who knows what I'm talking about? I'm sitting up here and these guys are down here playing for 45 lacquers.
I reckon he just
So-
whacks this here. I'd be whacking this all day. There's the all-in. Straight off the bat, yeah. And ace deuce just shrivels up big time. Have a look at
Sorry,
Alan.
I just had to have a quick drink there just for being wrong again.
Have a look at Alan here, just with the king-queen off. He's going to put that in the bin. The ace deuce all of a sudden just shrivels up big time. And
There
he's
you
going
go.
to fold
Ship
that
it.
straight away. That's a great play there. I like that. Picks up the natural.
This
Chucks
is-
it straight in there.
He was the old mate that knocked me out of this tournament, so I'm hoping he used the chips nicely.
There you go. Now,
Natural eight, put it in the middle.
Let me ask you a question, Berkey. I mean, I know you've been in the box here with Joshy, but, you know, Josh and Bridges and the team here, they've done a phenomenal job down here, haven't they?
I'm telling you, at the start of the series, even just a week out from the series, they
Yeah.
didn't have the new bar built. They didn't have the table in.
Sure.
Like, everything has been legitimately put together
Yeah.
a week before the series, which is an incredible feat.
And tell you something, this RFID table, Joshie, I'm gonna point to you, mate. This RFID table, probably the best I've ever seen. I'm gonna give you props on that. Absolutely world-class RFID table. It looks Mickey Mouse. I love the Playlive Melbourne thing there. The lights changing over. Background looks great. Players like playing on it. The rails at perfect height too, you know. I sat down on it earlier today to do an interview. Mickey Mouse. Really, really good. Should be very proud of yourself, Josh. That's top work, yeah? Don't you reckon, Burke?
Mate, I actually got a bit of table time on it. I don't know if I told you yesterday. No,
You're on the feature?
I was on the feature.
Come
again.
on, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the action here.
And then just played horribly, and
Still got there,
and then
yeah?
got straight up to the com booth where I belong.
Yep. Well, you and I are both field players, mate. We don't play this GTO stuff. We like to play on the field.
Look at this, Paddy. Don't play GTO, I play BTO. I know what BTO stands for. Berkey Theory Optimal.
There we go.
Look,
So Anurag here just raises up to 200k here on the button. Gets a 3-bet. Yeah, I love this by Alan Tang. With King 3 to 600 out of the small blind.
wow, he's committed half his stack in a 3-bet with King 3.
I like this though.
This is
Applying maximum pressure. He's going to see if he can get a fold out of the.
Unfortunately,
here?
I think he's going to see some bad news here once he jams him. Because I feel the jam's coming on. Is that a flat?
Just a
It's
flat. So
flat.
King 3 versus
Look,
sixes.
I
I'll
had-
tell you a funny story
I
about
had
King
two-
3 after
look,
this.
I had two options in my head, and that wasn't one of them. So,
7-7.
like,
on the
Alan's
board.
completely committed himself now, and I'm telling you, Anurag on this flop is not going absolutely anywhere.
Cisco 450.
Have a look at Alan. He's just going to come out firing, yeah? I like this. He's just committing himself to the hand. 6 is pretty strong on this board.
I actually really... Bet's 450 and you leave yourself 235 behind. That's a...
2.4 BBs. 6 is, though, almost certainly going to jam on this board here,
Once
I'd imagine.
again, I reckon he's going to get this in here. And now, I've been wrong before, be wrong again. I'll take a drink every time I'm wrong. But hey, here we are.
I think it's just like an easy jam over the top here. Could be up against Ace Queen, King Jack, King Queen, stuff like that. He knows he's most likely in front here with the pocket 6s on a 7-7 board. So I'd imagine he's just going to rip this in and play for stacks. Deep in the tank, though. Still reckon he's going to make the right decision. There it is. It's the right play. And Alan now
What?
just absolutely snaps it off. He leaves himself with 2.4 BBs,
Anyway.
which is...
Well, look,
in a-
is the button about to hit him? I think he's just going to wait for a pay jump now.
Well, I think he's in a bit of a danger here. But look,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, man, look,
He
what
might-
is it,
he might not-
$7,800 for 6th?
Yeah, it's a pretty decent chunk.
It's a decent whack.
Yeah, 7,800. Good call.
Yeah, I saw that before.
Now,
7,800.
Mikey,
Yeah, mate.
good to have you back sitting next to me. I
Thanks
gotta
very
say.
much, man. It's been a pleasure, yeah?
Yeah,
And I have to give props to Josh, right? Josh
Yeah.
gave me, and he said, mate, come in for a cameo
Yeah.
for a little bit. I thought we might be able to plug a couple of things like our Can't Make It Up podcast. If you're not
Well,
on that, you Can't Make It Up podcast on YouTube. Berkey and I are in the hot seat doing that every Monday. But we're here doing the Playlive Nightcrawler.
Look,
at
don't
the
get
moment-
me wrong. We're still something went wrong with the counts. Okay, that makes a lot more sense about what just happened there, guys. The counts were a bit off. I think they're going to try fix their map. So
Well, if you have a look at Alan's stack, I mean,
Yeah,
obviously it doesn't
yeah.
look like 2.4 bigs,
yeah, I
right?
didn't even think about giving it a second thought here, which I probably should have. But yeah, Can't Make It Up podcast. We get people on every so often. Monday we're trying to, but you know, just real world people telling real world stories. Just stuff that you just is so insane that it can't be true, but they all are. We just love these stories. Love jumping in the booth. Love jumping in the com booth. We've done it before.
So here we go. So it's a raise here on the button. He raised up to 200k. Just min clicked it back, and Nick's caught out of the big blind. Jack 10. Swap the best pair with the Jack 10. Alan's picked up the flush draw on the flop and a gut shot to the wheel. And
Interesting turn, this one.
Nick's going to bet out 130. I kind of like this bet here.
I do too.
Alan, I think, is going to come along with his wheel draw and a 3-high flush draw. Board's a bit wet, but we are playing 6-handed poker at the moment, so I reckon for 130 he's going to call here into a pot of 680.
I mean, you got to ask yourself, if you hit your flush, you hit your straight, you think you still could be good? Could be a tough one.
I'm not sure, man. I take Alan here as a bit of a player, so
Oh, Alan is definitely a player.
as you can see, he's got 12 outs at the top here, but he's too good. He lays it down. Nick's going to pick up that pot.
That's actually a really good bet there from Nick.
I like that 130.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that bet there from Nick.
Picks up the
Really
pot of
well
680. So we are back here live on a 20-minute delay at the Playlive Melbourne Millions.
I know, it's a little bit of a mouthful,
You
but
say that quickly, you know, it's a bit of a tongue twister. The Nightcrawler final table, day 2, $400 buy-in, 217,260 prize pool. Gee whiz. For a $400 buy-in first is 44,000, 27 for second, 17 and change for third.
that's quietly 110 extra money.
Yeah, I mean, what was the guarantee on this, Joshy?
Yeah.
100K, yeah, we
Just
Just
doubled it,
obliterated it,
Just doubled it, yeah. Sure, why not? Anyway, back to the action here.
4-fold. 6-fold.
It's going to be a couple of folds. Round to the button here.
I like the concept of this tournament, the nighttime tournament. The players who,
Yeah.
work your 9 to 5s can come in and still play it. A
100%.
multi-flight event. It's a real new concept to the game, which I think is great.
Looks like a raise on the button and a fold by the small blind.
I think we got a bit of word there that having a little bit of a glitch. So bear with us for 2 seconds. Remember, guys, this is only our second stream. We are working our best. We're going to have a few glitches.
So it looks like a raise to 200 on the button and a call in the big blind by George. Sorry, raised by George and a call in the big blind, I should say.
1 check.
Didn't pick up John's cards there. Oh, already.
Pardon me, Dylan is in the big blind. I apologise. We had a couple of technical issues there, but it's all been sorted out. So it's a raise pre-flop to 200, just a structure pop. And a call in the big blind by Dylan. Flop comes 5, 8, 10. Deuce on the toilet. It's got check, check. And as you can see here, Dylan way out in front there with a pair of 5s. Georgie really doesn't have any part of this here. Needs to hit a king.
Not much, does he?
King only. As you can see, the percentages there, 93-7. So Dylan way out in
won't-
front.
Still won't stop him from firing into it, though.
Georgie
I was
there
about
with
to
a
say, I
king
think it's a
3.
pretty simple call here from Dill.
Yeah, that's
And-
not going to change much there.
And
For
look,
the,
the board pairing is really good for Dill there. If he thinks he's ahead there on the flop,
1 check.
on the turn, and he calls,
Yep.
the board pairing can only help him out there.
Dylan almost certainly knows that he's in front here.
I do like it just a check call here. I think you got enough showdown value. I don't like betting into this one here.
I think it's just going to go check, check. Most likely check, check.
I think it's going to go check, bet, call.
Check, check's a very likely range, and there it is, check, check.
I mean, I think it's going to go check, check.
It has. He brought in the backdoor spades there. He has to be wary of the fact that that could possibly happen. Obviously, the check, check. The king 3 can't continue. And 6-5.
Well,
double down 65.
If you don't think the king 3 can't continue, you haven't been watching Alan Tang that much. That man, he's got some guts and glory, man. He's happy to fire in.
And Howie, is that Harry coming into the hot seat? It is indeed.
Oh, Howie into the hot seat.
He's an absolute specialist, Harry. One of the best dealers here, no doubt about it. Chucking the headset on, ready to rock and roll. Testing out the gear. There he is there. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's a great setup they've got here. I have to admit, it's a phenomenal
It
setup.
just looks smick downstairs too.
It
And do you
does.
know what I think it does? I
Yeah,
think
talk to me.
It really brings up the aura of the room. Like the room's pumping. Like people are jazzed.
Yep.
They see where they want to be now.
It's a great call.
Like you sit there and you're playing these tournaments, you're like, I want to play on the final table, and it really gets people G'd up.
Now, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, yeah?
Yep.
We've got
Hit
a
me.
couple of guests. Actually, as a matter of fact, 3 guests for Monday for the podcast.
Yeah, we got a back to back on Monday, I
We
believe.
won't tell the people who they are at the moment, But we might put out some content about that later. But let's get back to the poker here. We are live at Playlive Melbourne Millions. This is the Nightcrawler final table. Day 2, we're down to the final 6. Georgie here in the cutoff.
Now-
He's picked up the 9-8 suited.
Do you know much about how he's dealing? Because he's up there with the best of bad beat dealers. I reckon they've thrown him on him for a reason.
Sure.
I've seen some of the weapons that he's laid out.
Georgie's going to raise it up here with a suited 9-8. So it's going to structure pop it to 200k, which seems to be a very common sort of raising range.
Yep, very, very common.
He's going to get called by the 6-3 in the big blind.
Now, we've had a lot of chats about defending big blinds and what your range should be looking like, but it can be a lot wider when you're sitting there six-handed.
Sure, it's basically a 70-30 here, 28, 72. Here comes the flop. Flop comes ace, 10, 5, rainbow.
Absolute garbage for both. Let's see. Good on you, Howie. Learning how to do the table. Now, keep in mind, this is Howie's first time sitting down, so he's got to get used to the cards and the table as well,
Sure,
as
makes
much as the
sense.
players do.
John's going to check here with his natural 9. No hand, no real draw. George is going to continue with a C-bet. He's going to just bet the min, 100. As you can see, John's got the 4 outs at the moment to continue,
You know, it's
so
really
most
fun-
likely he's going to fold it.
It's really good how many times that actually works. It's hard to flop a pair in poker. You know,
That's
when
very
when you properly play your game and you one big blind bet and gets it through, it's actually a really good feeling when you do that. It's even better than when you just bet and pot and getting it through. You're just like,
I agree,
God,
100%.
I got it through with a big blind.
I agree.
But the table dynamics on this one, they're really interesting. You've got a couple of players who like to get in the mix. You've got Dylan, who I find has been a bit passive. You've got Alan, who, look, I think he's at the table probably the best reader of players.
Okay.
Um,
So you got the soul reader, Alan Tang. Yeah, sure. Okay.
And Anurag, who just, look, he changes with the table dynamics. So you got a couple of aggressive, couple of passive, couple of, like, I think it's just.
Good dynamic. Yeah, is that what you're telling me? It's good
I
mix.
love the dynamic of this.
It's the Alan's party mix. Yeah,
Do you know
we've got a
what we
full
don't-
party
do
mix.
you know
yeah?
what we don't have? We don't have 4 regs sitting at the table who everyone knows their name and they've got millions on their handed mob. You know what I mean? We don't have that. We have some really good, good mix. A good mix. And that's what you want for these poker tournaments, you know?
Yeah.
You get large buy-in tournaments. You don't want to see the regs always win it. Don't get me wrong. They're lovely people and stuff like that. But you love to see
The Aussie battler
the
out there
David
trying to get it
versus
done.
Goliath coming in on these big field tournaments.
I totally agree with you.
And I love to see people who are really good for the game, really good people, that we see here all the time, just having an absolute crack at a large thing and getting their mug on the screen, which we all like to get done once in a while.
Talking about a large thing, I think they've got downstairs. I think they've got the
Super stack,
super stack. Is that a 2K buy-in?
2K buy and super stack. Now,
Love to see some numbers on that. So
now, keep in mind, I think that guarantee was hit before a card was dealt.
can't make that up, can you? That's insane.
The guarantee was hit before a card was dealt.
Yeah,
That is incredible for a 2K event.
Totally agree. Beautiful. Have a look at George here. I'm just going to call the action here for a second. In the hijack, it's been raised to 240 with the ace-8 off and being called in the small blind with the 10-7. That's a Daniel Negreanu. Actually, I think that's his favourite hand, 10-7 of diamonds.
Diamonds, yep. I think it
And
is.
we're into
actually
Anurag here. He's got 38 big blinds. He's looking down at the same hand, ace-8 off. He might come along for the ride as well.
Couple of natural 9s for you, Monkey.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the old natural 9. Three-way action to the flop here. It's ace-8, ace-8 versus 10-7 of diamonds. You'd have to favour the 10-7 of diamonds here, and as you can see with the stats, he's a 44% chance, percent favourite, I should say here. And the flop comes down 9, 10, 6.
What a flop for 10-7. And let me just say, the 2 gut shots, the ace overs, and the 10-7 hitting top pair with a gut shot.
I like this by John here. He's just checked it. Now the small blind check back. It's gone back to Georgie. He's checked it as well. Here comes the 5 of diamonds on the turn. Doesn't help anybody at the moment.
It does put a lovely Badoogie on the board.
John almost certainly going to lead out here. That's a smart play to make. Looking at his chips. He's got that Australian Open cap on. I like that. Colour coordinated here. He's got the blue on the white on the white. Well played, sir. Very good.
I was actually just out there today at the Australian Open.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it was actually quite nice. Not as nice as you at the golf course here today, Monkey.
Mate, no, don't worry about the
Oh,
golf
look,
course.
it's your birthday, man. You can go do what you want to.
He's got about 270 round to Anurag. He's got That gut shot.
Just, I can't see the continue here.
Gut shot and just the one over.
The reason I can't see the continue is not just even if you're flat here because you think you're good, you've got a player behind you.
Mate, it's pretty simple. It's just going to be a fold here, I'd imagine. Or he's going to try and trick it up. Oh, right, sure. He's going to try and trick this up. He's going to make it 600K.
I'll tell you what, that's going to put, even though John's got top pair and a gut shot, that still puts the maximum pressure on him. Because there's so many middling hands that could have called pre-flop that can have 2 pair straight, even though you're blocking the straight. You know, extra draws. Now, obviously not the flush draw because we've got the Badoogie on the board, but you know, he's just putting John to the test.
I love this by John here.
And look, he's just going to flat this. That is great from John.
He needs to dodge the 7. He's holding one too, so less likely. And here comes the river cut. It's a 3. Doesn't help at all. John almost certainly knows that he's in front here. So I'd imagine he's going to check here and maybe even check call. Because I reckon Anurag might go for one more bullet. He's going to check it. It's a good read by yours truly.
Check.
Round to Anurag. Is he going to continue the line that he took on the turn?
It's sometimes hard to, even though you know you're supposed to continue that line, when someone's just cold called you like that, you sit there going, well, and you start to second guess yourself and do I take this line? But I've played this guy long enough.
Yeah, it's very likely.
He's very capable of taking the line and continuing it.
Well, you got to also remember here, there's a lot of hands here that are check callable here, you know, or bet raise callable. You know, the Queen Jack is a possibility,
Yeah,
obviously with
reaching
two
for the
overs and the straight draw.
4 bets 2.4 million.
He's going to bet 2.4 million.
He's overbet the pot.
I love this play here.
Wow, that is incredible.
He's going to try and buy it. Now, can John sniff this one out?
I'll tell you what, as good as you are, that is hard to sniff out.
John's got 3.8 million here. It's going to cost him roughly a third of his stack.
2.2 to 4.
A little bit more, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
In fact, close to 70% of his stack.
Wow, that is an incredible bet.
John looking down, he's got top pair.
What's the best feeling in poker? When they don't snap call you.
That's very true.
Then you start to think, oh, have I done this? Have I pulled the right reins? Have I done the right trigger?
Johnny boy
Mate,
here, he's got the top pair.
I hate to say, I think this is such a good bet that I think this is going to get through. No offense to John at all, but this is an incredible play.
You know what, though? I'm going to take a different line with you,
Yeah?
Berkey here, man. I love you like a brother, man. We're going to take a different line here. He does have that blocker to the 7, so the 7-8 combinations are reduced slightly. Yeah? Johnny's hit the top pair here. I kind of like this. I reckon he's going to go into the tank here. It looks like he's trying to get purchase here. He's trying to buy the pot and your rag. So I reckon he's going to count this out. I don't even think this is a Hollywood. He's
I'm
legitimately
telling you
thinking
right
about
now,
calling.
if he calls this, fucking, I'm going to go down and give him a high five. This is be incredible. He called.
Yeah, I felt
Unreal call.
that's an amazing call.
That is
there.
an amazing call, John. Well played. It's calls like that
That's a
that
big
make you.
pot too.
It's calls like that make you go and win tournaments. Right there, you can look back and be like, you know, when we were 6-handed, I made that call. That is one for the books right there. That is an incredible call.
And Johnny straight up to 6.
I don't even know if I can make that call in that situation. I mean, I know I've got the blocker. I know it's helpful, but geez, they put the pressure right on.
100%.
But in saying that, Anurag pulled the trigger. That's well put.
Have a look at Johnny there, straight up to the 8 million. He's got 67 bigs in play. Here's the chip leader at the moment. Anurag there just takes a big hit too, just quietly. He's gone with the 2-barrel bluff, being snapped off by 10-7, I would say. He's up there with 14 bigs, 1.68 mil. You're watching at the moment on a 20-minute delay the Playlive Melbourne Millions. Nightcrawler, $400 buy-in, 44 lacquers up the top, if you don't mind, Charlie. Down to the final 6.
217,000 in the prize pool. Down
Look
to
at
the
that,
final 6.
665 entries. You can't make that up. There's a huge amount of players in this entering into this event. You should be very proud of yourself, boys. It's a huge result there. 665. Josh in the corner there putting his hand up for the fist pump.
The fist bump.
Anyway, round to Nick. It's gone fold round to Nick in the hijack. He's got the ace deuce off. Bit of smirk on his face. He's trying to figure out what to do here. He's got to probably lay this down. Gives it straight back to Howie, the dealer. Dealer in here with a 4 deuce off. He's going to put that in the muck. Round to John, who just won a monster pot last hand. He's got the 7-5 off. He's going to put that in the bin too. And Anurag here with the king, queen of hearts. That's a huge hand. He's just going to jam it. 13 bigs. Round to Alan Tang. He picks up the Greek flag, Jack 10. And he's just snapped it off. Yeah, right. So basically a 60-40 here. As you can see, 62-38 on the stats. I'm going to call this one blind myself because Berkey's just ducked out to use the bathroom. It comes 7-4-7. Flush draw. The king queen turns the 9. Helps the Jack 10 a fraction, and the 7 comes on the river, and the king queen will get there. Trip 7s with the king queen kicker, and your rag will double up there, which is exactly what he wants after he just whiffed his double barrel bluff on the last hand. Dealer just confirming the stacks here. It looks like 1.56 all in.
1,035,000.
And as you can see, Anurag straight up to 2.4 million. And Alan Tag, see you later, GG's out in 6th with that Jack 10 there. Got $7,800 for his time. Almost 20x his buy-in.
Not a bad collect at all.
Good day at the office, yeah? Good couple of days at the office, yeah?
couple of days at the office.
And we are down to 5.
This is huge. This is where the pay jumps start to really, really mean something.
I like the way they've done the payout structure here. Made it quite top heavy. I kind of like that. If you're going to play for a $400 buy-in, you want to be at least
money.
That's it. You want to play for some big money, and talk about big money. They've got some very big money up top, almost 45,000. We're talking 100x your buy-in. That's beautiful. I love that.
Well, we're down to 5, so these guys have at least locked up 9,700.
Call it 10 banks.
Let's
Yeah.
just call it 10.
Nicholas,
Beautiful. Good
Nicholas
job.
there with the 7-4, double down, 1 card only. He's going to put that in the bin. And Dylan here with the blackjack. He's got the ace 10. Dylan's played pretty solid. I have to admit, I like the way he's been playing at the moment. I don't know enough about Dylan. I haven't seen enough of him, but he's been playing phenomenally. He's got the 50 BBs in play, 6 million.
He hasn't needed to get himself in positions where he's worried about where he's at. He's just playing his game. He's sitting back. He's like, you know what? I'll let the tournament come to me. And, you know, if I find a hand, I'll raise. If I need to get... Ooh, jeez.
Jeez, have a look at this hand here. Race to 250. Flat call by Johnny.
So
Incorrectly
2 big
spelled.
stacks in this thing. And we're going to see Enarag with your ace-king offsuit.
I mean, this is an obvious jam here. It's not even
Obvious
close.
jam.
He's picked up the ace king. What a
Absolutely
spot for it
obvious
too,
jam.
yeah.
There it is.
All in.
Yeah, not even close here. Now, this is actually going to put Dylan in an interesting spot. He's got ace 10. Now, you've been flattered behind you by the big stack, and you're second in chips here, and then jammed on by a small stack. Do you flat? Do you min? Do you just let go and let John take care of it? Like, what's in your head here? It's completely different if John behind you is sitting there with the same amount of big blinds. You're 20, you're 15, but he's sitting there and he's got you covered.
Look, I'll be honest with you, right? Dylan here shouldn't be calling. He's going to be donating a third of his stack here. Obviously, he's just going to put that in the muck. Johnny here can't call with the king jack off unless he wants to really gamble it up. It's a possibility he could be in a race-off situation, and your rag could be doing this with a pocket pair. Obviously, as you can see from the stats, there he's heavily dominated there. The ace king versus the king jack, and it's going to cost him 2.18 mil to call.
Well, he's definitely considering it.
But he's in the tank here. Have a look at this. Eyes straight up to God, yeah. Leaning back in the seat.
He's like, I just got these chips. Do I want to give him back?
He does have 8 million, you're right. So it's only going to cost him 25% of his stack to call. He's looking at his stack, pondering the call at the moment. I like Johnny Boy here. He's playing a good game. Is he going to try and gamble it up here with the king jack off versus the ace king? He is heavily dominated, as you can see with the percentages there, 71-29.
Highly considering it here, though, he is.
He's also thinking about the pay jump too. If he busts this guy out, he guarantees himself 12,000 cold.
12 large.
Just 30x his buy-in. As you can see, deep in the tank, puffing his cheeks out. He's got to try and figure out what to do here. Riffling a couple of chips. He's got to put it in the muck though.
Yeah, right call. Like, I mean, made the right decision.
He's made the right decision. Have a look at Anurag there. He's gone with a two. He's gone with a 2-barrel bluff. 4 or 5 hands ago. Yeah.
Yep.
He's picked up a couple of back-to-back. He got the double through. King, Queen of Hearts versus the Jack 10.
Yep.
You're in the bathroom. Then he's just picked up the Ace King in a sweet spot to pick up the Ace King. He's straight back up there to 26 bigs, 3.2
Plenty
million.
of damage with 26 bigs. 30 chips.
Very nicely done there. And as you can see,
Now, once again, guys, welcome into chat. If you haven't actually been listening to us, I don't know where you've been, but welcome back. We're at the Playlive Melbourne Millions for our $400 Nightcrawler. We had 665 massive entrants, down to 6. Pay jump is great at the moment. Like, look at these guys. They're playing for $44,000 in a $400 tournament. But the thing is, it's your birthday. And I have to bring it up again, and I love doing this. Guys, in the chat, Monkey's birthday, had to bring him in.
I appreciate that.
Give me a little
Thank
embarrassment.
you very much, man.
41 today. Now, Monkey, I hear just from, you know,
The ramblings.
the ramblings and the
Yep.
birds and the bees that something might be happening here on Saturday. Can
Well,
you elaborate a bit
got-
on that for me?
Got to talk to the owners. It's going to be 40 degrees. Everybody loves a drink when it's 40 degrees, but look, I've got to be respectful of the fact that the boys at Playlive, they've been overly hospitable, very accommodating. I think I said to Josh, is there a possibility I might be able to steal the back room for a little bit of a party? Josh is sitting on his phone here. He's thrown a couple of thumbs up, so there could be a possibility of a little bit of a late drink on a Saturday, so
Oh,
maybe even a live stream.
I haven't even told you about that one yet.
Sure.
I don't know if I want to toot the horn yet. I might just leave that one for Jabbity.
You know what I might do?
That's it. That's his baby.
When I jump out the com box, I'll let Josh come straight back in.
Yeah. Look, if he's ready to tell you and it's all sorted, I'll let him tell you. But there's more exciting news.
I heard the word celebrity was thrown around a little bit. That's all I was.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
anything more about that. It was just celebrity.
Yeah.
That's all I heard. And we'll just leave it at that. I'll let Josh, the big man here,
they
make the
getting
decision.
you in here, though, they monk.
Ha!
Yeah, celebrity.
good luck to you.
Little celebrity monk.
Good on you, pal.
Good on you, pal.
So obviously the blinds have gone up. So it's 60, 120K. Going to cost 120 to call. Georgie here with the 9-4 suited. He's on the button. Georgie played pretty solid too.
He's
got
played
17 bigs.
very solid. Played very solid.
I think really you've got two decisions to make here. You just got to kind of jam and hope that you can pick up the blinds or you fold here, I'd imagine.
Yes, no. Look, I think 17 big blinds is too much to jam with 9-4. Maybe not. I don't know.
And he's
What do I
decided-
know? I'm sitting up here.
Decided to raise this up. I don't mind this play too.
Look, I do like the raise. I like the big raise too. I hope he's done 3x there. I'd almost go up to 4x, 4.5.
Well, it looks from the chips there he's raised it up to 360. Is that correct? Can't quite see.
But with Nicholas behind him, if this is correct, with 11 big blinds, he's really priced himself in if Nicholas finds the jammy with King 10.
Oh, this is Nick right here in the small blind.
What am I seeing then?
And he's actually pushed it all in. Right, sure.
Oh, Dylan jammed. Ah, okay. I see where the graphics go. Sorry, a little bit wrong with the graphics there.
A couple little tracking issues here.
Yeah.
It looks like a raise.
So he did
and then
raise.
and then a re-raise
Dylan
by
jammed.
Dylan.
Okay.
And Nick's going to just
Yeah.
chuck it in the bin and pass the button
Gotcha.
over to himself.
Good jam there by Dylan. Got the max pressure on. Got an ace. Blind versus blind. Let's just, you want to play for your tournament life? Let's go for it.
Blind 60K, 120, 120. With a big blind ante. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, Berkey. I thoroughly enjoy being in the combox with you, but I've got people over here waving me over for a beverage, a birthday beverage.
As it is your birthday.
So I might have to bring the big man, Joshua Beatty, straight back into the combox. He's sitting over there. He's got the stretch out. He's throwing a couple of fist bumps. He looks like Rocky at the moment.
He's airboxing, yep.
And I'm going to put Josh straight back into the combox. Thanks very much for having me.
Monkey, pleasure as always.
Always a pleasure, never a chore, yeah?
One more thing, just before you go, I need one more plug. Can't make it up because we've got a couple of guests coming on.
Right, here we go.
And you forgot to elaborate on it a little bit there.
Josh,
for a
can I
second.
get the nod of approval for the plug? There's a nod of approval for the plug. All right. For those guys who don't know, Berkey and I do a podcast that says it's called You Can't Make It Up. It's on YouTube. You can look us up on Instagram at You Can't Make It Up Podcast. We release an episode every Monday.
Spotify as well.
And Spotify, correct, wait. We release an episode every Monday, roughly about 5 or 6 o'clock. We've got a couple, if not 3 guests coming in. There's a couple coming in as one pairing, and there's a singular coming in on the Monday, so we might be dropping a double episode on Monday. And if you like that type of content, Just like and subscribe us on YouTube. If not, you can listen to us on Spotify. But you're having us in the comment box. Thank you very much, Josh. It's been a pleasure.
Monkey.
And Beatty's going to come straight back into the hot seat here with Berkey.
And we are back with Mr. Josh Beatty.
What's happening, baby?
Now, look, don't get me wrong. Love having you to partner, but once in a while, I just love getting me some little monkey.
I mean, the
in this.
podcast boys got to get together
gotta-
on the mics.
yeah, you gotta-
Very similar setup we have here, actually. I
very
noticed to
similar.
the one that
It's
you had
actually
on the
great.
podcast.
That's why I'm so used to it. I slipped straight into here to do a little bit of commentary and just fell in love. Straight back into it. It's what I love doing.
I told Josh at some point we're going to have to get the Josh and Josh commentary.
Oh, 100%. Oh, you guys bouncing
The
off each
J
other.
squared.
All right, what do we got here? Blind versus blind, king jack versus king queen. Oh, that is an interesting
what an
turn.
action turn.
Hey,
The stone cold nuts.
I've got check,
And he
check.
goes check on that turn. Well, King
think-
Jack is absolutely going to be getting paid here every single
And
time.
he's checked again.
Wow,
He's checked again.
just baiting Anurag to try and stick the value bet in. Looking for the check raise opportunity. Is Anurag going to take the bait? I mean, from his perspective, after it checks down 3 times, King Queen is looking good
I'll
enough
tell
for
you
a
what,
value bet
that's
here.
an extremely good quick check on the river. Extremely good. John's playing out of his skin at the
He
moment.
really
man.
is. Commits to the story. Look at this. Look at this. Hollywood looks over the board as if he's not
Yes.
sure if he's going to call or not. And then the massive raise is incoming. Counting out his stack. Oh, man. 200. Can I call 200? Just kidding.
Just kidding.
How about
650.
650K?
You know, it's actually just enough to want to call. I like the 3x.
That's
there.
a very nice
I
sizing by
actually
Hernandez.
I
Yeah.
really like the sizing on that.
Anurag in a tough spot here.
I think he's going to stick the call in, and I think it's all based on the sizing.
Is a 4-liner board. Any jack makes a straight, but hard to put your opponent on a lot of jack
Yeah.
X after 3 checks in a row.
Like, and it was and that was a really good quick check on the river. He thought that one out before it came out.
And he does get paid. What a
that
nice hand
that
for
is,
John
that is well played
Hernandez.
with John. And you know what? If I'm Anurag, I think I'm falling for that as well. I can't really.
So Hernandez took the lead over Dylan, huh? It doesn't seem like Dylan lost a lot of chips. Just
Hernandez won a huge hand with a great river call.
made a hero call.
Well, hero call. Yeah, look, it was just. Let's just put it down to a great call. He had 10-7. There was a 10-9. 10-9-6-5-4 board. So he had the blockers to the nuts top pair, but it was checked, and Anurag 1.2 the pot.
Oh, the overbet. Ooh, what a
Yeah.
tough spot.
And he thought
found
about
the
it, and
call.
he called him with top pair.
Wow, very nice play. And look at Dylan here. with the jacks,
Jiggities?
the jiggities. Shout outs to Brad Owen. Lovely man. I don't know. Have you ever spoken to Brad?
No, I've never spoken to Brad.
Absolutely delightful man. What you see is what
Watched
you
a
get.
lot of
with the
videos
vlogs.
with him.
Yeah.
He's a great content maker.
Fun fact, I am in one of the original vlogs. I don't know which one it is, but it must be numbered like 7 or 8.
Oh,
I was
early.
playing early. I was playing 2-5 at the Rio, and this guy sits down, this real tall guy. He's like, "Hey guys, I film, my hands for YouTube. Is that all right?" And I remember thinking like, "Oh, that's a novel concept." Like, I think that guy in Janimi, he kind of does that. I think maybe I've heard of that.
2 seconds. We've got a raise here in the cutoff from Dylan. And a call.
Oh, look at this
Wow.
flop.
Out of George from the big blind. The flat gets he gets middle pair with second nut flush draw, which is a huge board for him. And Dylan's sitting there with the overpair and the jack of diamonds. Meanwhile,
I mean, are we just getting all the money in here?
I think this has to. I think this might be a bet raise call. Because he's sitting there with 14 bigs.
If you're Yang, you definitely can just proceed with the low variance call route, but with so much equity
Yeah,
with the pair
look-
and the second nut flush draw.
I think you're getting called here regardless. Interesting to see what line he takes, but I'm telling you now, like, this is...
This is one of those spots where you can do anything except for fold.
Yeah.
You can call, you can raise small, you can raise all in. All very reasonable.
Yep,
Does
there it
announce
is.
the all in.
And
It's going to be a pretty quick
snap
call from Dylan.
Yep, and there it is.
And
Cards
we
over.
are off to the races. This is going to be a true flip, and this is going to be one of the keystone hands of the tournament.
George Yang at risk, but, geez, I'd be taking his hand almost.
Ace of clubs, not going to do it. Needs a king or a diamond.
And we get a 9 of clubs on the river. We are going to lose George Yang. And I'll tell you what, well played, George. You've had a great tournament. Coming in 5th out of 665 players.
Just under 10K for his
9,700. Look, well played. Like, all these guys, they've played well to get here. You can't not play well to get here. But, you know what? Stand up for the guy. Well played.
And look
And
at
now-
that. Dylan at 8 million chips now. Totally
He's been very...
closing the
I'm
gap.
telling you now, Dylan's been passive, but he's picked his spots. He's done the right things. He's been chip leader, but he hasn't been the aggressive one. See, the chip leader's been going back and forth between Dylan and John, but John's been the aggressive one and Dylan's been the passive one. Now, I have a feeling that has something to do with John being
On
directly
Dylan's left.
on Dylan's left.
Yeah.
Because I've seen Dylan before play and I've seen him use the chip lead very well. But, there's no point in, mixing it up with someone who has similar stacks with you when...
Someone capable of putting a lot of pressure on.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
And
this.
John's been doing it, and like kudos to him.
I just noticed we got a dealer change. One of the best dealers in the
Howie,
house.
he's been here for a while. He's been here for a bit. We made the shout out when he got into the seat.
Howie, what a
Yeah.
beast. Howie also a spectacular tennis player. Not sure if you knew that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, we've been talking about getting a game going for a long time, him and I. I think I'm probably going to get my butt kicked. But I kind of like playing people that are so good that there's no pressure.
Nick's just open jamming
Oh,
here,
look
as
at
he
this.
should be. 6.9 big blinds.
And this is going to be very considerable if you're Hernandez.
I think it's over considerable, man. I think this is just a snap.
Only issue is the players behind, but four-handed, really not going to be much issues there.
Call. Alright, seek to announce this call.
So the all-in is actually going to be for a bit more here, it looks like. Looks like it's for about 900K, 890, if I saw that stack correctly before.
Wow.
Either
No one's
way-
got clubs.
Not a
So he
club
picks
in
up
sight.
the 10 outs. And ace on
That's
the river.
not going to
Yeah.
do it, and that's going to be a double for Nicholas, and that is quite a key double. Now, if you're Anurag, that is exactly what you did not
No,
want
you
to
did
see.
not want to see that.
You wanted to let the
Yeah.
fourth guy go out in fourth,
and then try
and
plug
then
your
just
way
try
up.
your best
Yeah.
three-handed, and you're the massive chip underdog. If you get third, it's all good.
There's your VPIP. Look at that, 40% for John. Look, his VPIP's high, but it's for the large percentage being correct plays. He's really used his chip size to his advantage.
It can be a very deceptive statistic, the VPIP,
Oh yeah,
right? Small samples.
Oh, look, if you'd asked me, I would have said it'd probably been higher. But
You ever play any of those online games that have like minimum VPIP requirements?
nah, look, online poker was never my thing. I never got into it.
It's a lot more
Poker for
dry.
me. You've seen me play poker. I love to talk. I love to, you know.
Absolutely.
I just can't imagine sitting there clicking a button. It's not my jam.
I once described online poker as the worst video game you could play for a living as someone who has played video games for a living. It's just, you know.
Look, a lot of people enjoy it. It's just not my jam.
A lot of legends that are here in the venue playing some of our higher buy-in events, playing crazy amounts of online volume, 16, 20 tables at a time.
That's
Not
just
me.
Crazy.
Couldn't be me. Oh. Now, Nick does actually, again, he's going to have a little bit more than it lets on here. The jam was underestimated in the chip counts. He's actually going to have more like 14 to 15 big blinds instead of the 11 that we're seeing here. Either way, blind versus blind. Could raise it up, could jam.
304.
Now, is that a min raise? It is, right? That's just a min open. Now, not a fan of that whatsoever. In these blind versus blind scenarios, very important to give your in-position opponent a difficult price, right? If you give them a min raise, they're going to peel in position with just about anything, make your life a huge pain. So, theoretically, we like to go a bit bigger, sometimes 3, even up to 4x.
I like the 3. I like the 3.5 to 4x. That's my.
Yep, put that maximum pressure on.
Yeah.
Check here. Ooh, an ace of hearts. Now, if you're Nicholas, this is a good card to barrel. As the pre-flop raiser, very nice. Does get the bet in. That should get the job done.
I reckon it will get the job done. Dylan's been pretty passive here. He's made the right calls. He knows he's behind.
550. 6-1 analysis.
And yet
Wow,
again,
and he puts in the min raise. This, to me, with the sizing, sorry, not quite a min raise, bit more, and he gets the snap fold. That, to me,
played, Dill.
is a live read.
That is a live read.
That is something you're not going to see in online poker.
Yep.
Dylan looked at his opponent, and for one reason or another, he was just confident his opponent was taking a stab, didn't have it, says, I'm the superior player, sticks in the raise, I'm in position.
Well played. Well played, Dill.
That is very,
Really
very
deserved
nice.
that one, man. I mean, you got, like, when the ace rolls off, you got to take a stab.
Absolutely.
But he's been live read.
And sometimes you take a stab and they just don't believe
they just
you.
do not believe you.
Again, one of the key details about, you know, why you got to mix up your ranges in poker, right? So it's very hard to read whether you have it or not. Shout outs to everyone who's stuck around in the chat. How late is it? 1:01 a.m.
We massively appreciate it, guys. You guys are...
If you're sweating us at 1 in the morning, go to bed. No, I'm kidding.
Nah,
Don't go
no,
to bed.
What are you talking about? Don't go
What
to
are you talking
bed.
about?
You guys are sticking around here till we have a winner.
We got 4 left. If there's ever a time where you're not going to bed, it's right now, right? I mean, we're close to crowning a champion. We will be with you here at 129 York Street in South Melbourne until the end of the stream, when we have ourselves a winner.
Yeah, it's not like we have anything to do tomorrow.
Absolutely not. You know, they say being a business owner is a famously carefree and low stress lifestyle.
Oh, they've never done startups, have they? Guys, if you're still in the chat with us, send us a, you know, hello, a wake up call. Hey, how you going? Give us something on the Facebook chat. You can also see us on YouTube and Twitch. We are on everything, it feels like.
Drop us your favorite flavor of ice cream. I always
we had
love to
this
ask.
one, yeah.
We had this discussion the other day. Played a little bit of ultimate frisbee in high school, very American. And we used to ask, what is your favorite color of ice cream?
Color.
Yeah. It's a surprising way to learn quite a lot about a person very quickly. So a lot of the white ice creams, your vanillas, your cookie doughs, your rocky roads. And a lot of the black ice creams,
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. You just mentioned ice cream. You could really go for an ice cream.
Should we go to Messina after this? Oh, it's closed.
I don't know.
It's 1 o'clock, huh?
Hey guys, does anyone know of a 24-hour ice cream place?
Okay, gotcha.
If anyone has ice cream recommendations in the chat.
You've just said it now. So yeah, you just get in your head.
No,
You're
I'm
just
like, I drove by Messina the other day
Oh,
when we were
it's so
shopping
good.
for stream equipment.
so
And I was
good.
this close to stopping, man.
They got the best vanilla ice cream on there.
Oh, the best.
Doing a bit of a race off. Excellent.
Unlucky guys.
Classic chip race.
Dill just putting his hands up, winning again.
Casper, how's it going, buddy? Welcome.
Sick one. Sick one.
I think we'll be seeing Mr. Casper McPhillip quite soon.
Lovely young guy, Casper. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've met him or not.
I have.
Yeah.
I think he's coming in. Casper, you coming into Melbourne? You're coming for the series, if I remember correctly.
Oh, you used to live here. Lived here for years.
Is he still Melbourne based?
No.
No, he
I think
moved,
he
yeah.
moved for schooling. Yeah. Lovely kid. All right, here we go. Under the gun. 8 big blinds. Or roughly about there. I don't know if they're...
Chooses the greedy open here instead of the jam.
I like the greedy opens.
Yeah, we've been
Look,
seeing a lot of those on the stream.
It's changed the game a lot, I think. The greedy opens, enticing action and stuff.
Getting our drink delivery. Shout outs to the legend, Matty Marshall. Stream runner extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire.
Sick 4 fold.
If you've watched a live stream in Australia, you've probably seen Matty's work. Came down to train our guys, teach us how to be a self-governing body so we can keep bringing you this stream content for years to come. And look at this. Got a jam here from Hernandez with the ace-jack. I mean, surely this is going in with the king-queen.
It's just in.
Can't raise fold off the 8 big blinds.
It's not even a thought here. He's just got to get this money in. He's looking at the pay jump. The problem is and Enerag's still got 17 big blinds,
Yeah,
man.
you're the short stack.
You're the
It's
short
you,
stack,
buddy.
man. It's you.
You got to chip up if you want to win this tournament.
Musgembo.
And this is one of those spots we're not going to see on the table filled with professionals, right? This hand would have been played very quickly. Would have
Very
just gone
quickly.
all in
Yep.
and all in.
Yep, it would have gone min click, jam, call, and we're seeing a flop now.
We very likely will get the same outcome, but much longer consideration.
He can't fold this. What's he leaving himself with? 5 bigs? You can't wait for a better hand when you're 4-handed with 5 bigs.
Yeah.
You're just killing dead blinds at that point.
Oh, I mean, every orbit is just crushing
It's
you,
just
right?
crushing you.
2 orbits and you're down to 0, so...
Look, you've come this far, man. You need a double up here, Nicholas. Let's just see you get it in and get your 60-40.
Wow, he
Wow.
does fold!
Wow. Like, I don't like it.
I don't like it at all.
Don't like it at all.
A little bit too concerned, I think, with preserving his tournament life, but he does live to fight another day.
Look, this might come back to bite us and saying that he probably should have jammed that, but hey, we'll see.
Watch, he wins the tournament off him
Yeah,
instead.
it'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
Sick 1 fold.
Yeah, once again, I'm going back to that one from Nick. I just don't. Look, it comes a time in the tournament where you get like, I can't preserve this lead, this chip stack anymore.
I'm just too short.
I'm just too short.
I need more chips.
And how many times in a 4-handed round are you going to get dealt a premium like King Queen off?
I mean, we're talking a top 10% hand.
yeah. Anyway, look, he wants to preserve his tournament. He thinks he was behind, which
He was.
technically he was.
That's the thing, right? We get to see the cards.
It's a funny thing in poker. Like, even though you know you're behind, you just.
Re-raise.
But here we are.
King Jack getting it through.
Was that the blinds going up, or has he lost some of his stack?
I think the blinds, yeah. No. 75, 150. No, that's
No, it
just,
is.
That's just the
That's
pain
blinds-
that we
that's
were
the
talking
pain,
about,
yeah.
right? That's just the big blind, ante,
I-
small blind.
I
That's
do
just the
expect-
price of doing
I
business.
do expect one of these to be putting the pressure on him for sure.
Sick 2 folds. Sick 4 folds. Sick 9 announces all in.
Got an all in from the Jack 6 of hearts.
See, that's the thing. Now we're sitting here with Jack 6 of hearts.
Instead of the
He's-
King Queen.
Instead of a King Queen, and he's lost a big blind to the center. You know what I mean? So, I don't know.
I think Dylan just trying to calculate if he has any folds in his range at all. Generally, at right around 3 big blinds, it becomes a call with any 2 cards.
Any 2 cards.
Sometimes better not to look.
Oh, look, if I was sitting in that position, there's no way I'm looking at cards there. Just call. Let's
Ironically,
get going.
Dylan in terrible shape.
Terrible shape.
A lot of chop opportunities
Fair
here.
few of them. Still got a 3 for the win. Oh, or a spade. Backdoor spades.
Dylan picking up.
Oh my God. He's gone backdoor
It's
spades.
every time.
That is unreal.
It's the ducks on the river that just consistently deliver the KO.
Wow.
Thank you. See ya.
Nicholas Hall, well played, my friend. You actually got all in when you had the dominating hand. So I mean, that's all you can ask for when you're in poker, isn't
Can't
it?
fault it. That's
Yeah,
your
can't
only
fault-
goal.
That's your only goal. Nah, well played.
The
Good on
rest
him.
is up to the universe.
And we are down to 3. Down to 3. Dylan, John, and Anurag.
Alright, big blind, please.
Now, this is a very serious question for you.
Yep.
Do you think Lady Luck is married?
Take the top one.
Is what?
Is married?
Yep.
Is there a Mr. Is there a gentleman Luck? Or perhaps another Lady Luck? I don't know.
Another 150.
Is there an anti-luck?
Well, that's the question. Is that how it works? Is it more like a yin and yang type of thing?
I think it has to be.
You know? So the guy, he's just the run bad and she's Lady Luck, you know? And
Welcome to my life.
okay. So we got a rip 3-handed with the ace-5. I do like this when you get
Yeah, absolutely.
shorter, right? As we talked about, you can get a lot of these greedy min raises in with these ace rag hands, but when you're 3-handed, ace high is just
10-5. That's just a putrid hand to see.
fun fact about 10-5. It can make
Every straight.
every straight
And
in
2
all
flushes.
of poker and 2 flushes.
Yeah.
I left it here.
Yeah, when people talk to me about that hand doing that, oh, I love 10-5 off. I can make every straight in poker.
If I told you my name for 10-4, it's the Commander.
10-4, good buddy.
10-4.
Yeah.
Over and out, baby.
That's so American of you.
Yes. We call that the Freedom Special.
Next, you're going to be bumming something for oil.
No, for freedom.
Oh, freedom. Hey, I heard Titan has some oil on its moons. Sounds like Titan needs some freedom.
Like the people of Titan need some freedom. Let me make a call real quick.
300.
Have you seen the Maduro poker memes? I'm sure you've
No.
seen the picture of Maduro, you know, after he got captured, he's blindfolded,
Oh, yeah.
hands tied
Look,
together.
I've seen some of the poker
I
memes,
have
yeah.
seen some incredible poker memes. If you want to find them online,
The internet remains undefeated with memes. Right
Undefeated.
after something happens.
it's crazy. The bigger the political event, the better the memes you get out of it.
Anurag's just picking up a few blinds here. He's got 16. He's got just enough to make one of them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think that's the nice thing. When you're him, you kind of have nothing to lose.
Now, if you're sitting there with 10 big blinds, this is the big difference here. You're sitting there with 10 big blinds, you get a double up. The other guys are like, meh, we've still got him covered. You're sitting there with 16 big blinds. You suddenly get the double up plus the ones in the middle. You're talking about 35 and you're taking 16 off their stack. You're roughly the same stack at this
Right?
point.
You jump straight into shared second place immediately.
So,
and then the
like-
dynamics are just
Oh,
completely
yeah.
different.
Well, I mean, the dynamics between John and Dylan here, they do not want to run into each other. Like, unequivocally, they're not talking to each other about this, but one of them want to knock out the other guy. That is just,
They just want to take out the third place player
and let's play for
and
a,
then play heads up for the rest.
let's play a title. Let's play for a title, yeah? Yep, and he's going to keep jamming here, Anurag.
Using
and-
his stack well.
To be fair, like, if he keeps picking up blinds here and they keep folding and he just picks up 2.5 big blinds each time and he's sitting at 20, 22 big blinds,
Starts to become a threat.
you don't want to double him up. It's you know, he's using his stack real well here.
I think the interesting thing is, of course, with their chip stacks so even, could sometimes see a heads up deal. We do facilitate deals here at Playlive Melbourne, as most operators do. Oftentimes people will, I mean, earlier today we had Eric Baldwin, massive chip underdog, just say,
Oh, that was hilarious.
no deal.
No deal.
I want the trophy. Didn't work out for him, but you got to respect the
the play,
chutzpah.
yeah.
But, you know, when you have this third person who's so short, the discussions of a deal don't even start,
No, they
right?
don't.
Because
No.
he's not going to be interested in a deal because whatever deal you offer him is going to be a crap deal for him, right?
Yeah.
So you kind of have
Look,
to
I'm not a
play-
fan of deals. I don't usually make deals unless, you know, I find I'm getting the benefit out of it. But I understand why people make deals because there's so much money in play.
Yep.
But
Poker very top heavy by nature.
Ace again here. I think we could just see
He's
another
just
open
gonna
jam.
yeah.
I think
he
it's
has
just-
got
yeah.
yes.
He's really putting the pressure back
Oh,
on
and
here.
look at this.
Oh, this
Tough
see,
spot for
see,
Dylan.
once again, look at this. Now he got to a spot where he got to 20 big blinds. If Dylan doubles him up here,
Open.
he's now equal with
Wow,
him.
look at this.
You know what I mean? This
And
is
he
actually
is ahead.
And he's ahead. This is actually a massive flippy.
If he can hold this 60-40,
This is the dynamics of the whole table change here.
this is
Let's go to a
pretty much
flop.
pure flip.
King.
Oh,
There's a king. Oh,
King
and
Queen
he's got
8, but
diamonds.
it's all diamonds.
Ace of diamonds for Dylan. Brick on the turn. He needs a brick on the river to survive.
Oh, and Dylan
Deuce.
does hold with the King Jack. That is
Wow.
going to be Anurag eliminated in third place. What a sweat, man. Top pair for Dylan. The nut
The
flush
ace of
draw.
diamonds.
And the ace was live as well. Anurag taking
Great
third
stuff,
place.
Anurag. Well played.
Super
17,000.
well played. 17K for his trouble.
Any business?
Oh, any business?
You're asking about chopping.
Let's
Can I know
listen
how
in.
much exactly you have?
Me?
Yes, if you want to talk chopping, I want to know how much you have.
All right, they are actually talking here.
We are hearing some discussions.
I think he wants to.
He was.
Dylan obviously going to be a slight chip leader after
Okay, so you
taking down those extra 20 bigs. So if they're going to make a deal, I'm sure he's going to want a bit extra.
about chopping?
Yes.
Then I want to know just how much you've got, so I know what the difference is in case of ICM. That's why.
Yep, talking about ICM chopping. So for the viewers at home, an ICM chop basically means that they'd be splitting up first and second place money in proportion just about to the chips in play, right? There's going to be some differentiation
There
there.
is some differential. Oh, you've got me on this one. Yeah, it is 1:15 in the morning. It does look like we're.
11.6.
We're just going to listen into this, guys. See if we can hear what's going on.
$11 million to about $8 million. So what is that? It's just around a 60-40 lead.
Now ICM, you think it's going to be bigger, but it's a lot closer together than you think if you ICM.
Exactly what the ICM is.
Our tournament director, Jacob, is going to run the ICM calculations for them
11.6,
per their request.
and this one is 81.25.
Yep, 11.6 and 8.125. So slightly different in the graphics, but just about the same. So that deal, so it's 45K just under for first and the high 20s for second. So that deal would look something like high 30,000s
To
to mid
30s.
30,000s.
Somewhere around
Somewhere
there.
in that ballpark. Would be quite a nice payday for both players.
Yeah, it would be. And they both played extremely well, man. They both deserve this.
Seems like there's some mutual respect. They both kind of felt like, you know, we're the two that deserve to make it to the end here. Now, the question is, sometimes players like to leave a little bit money on the table, play for a little extra, play for the trophy.
I'm happy with that.
Hey, we got a deal.
If we're doing ICM, that'll just go to
It's finished now.
You can say no.
Oh, he wants to play for the. We think about playing for the trophy
He's
here.
thinking about backing out of the deal to play for the trophy. I love the
it's
heart.
Yeah, so do I. I love the heart. It's a lot of money though to be playing for a trophy, but I want that trophy.
If we're ICM chopping, then because I have the biggest stack, I should get the trophy. If it was the other way around, I'd give you the trophy.
Stick to his guns, there, Dill.
I like the negotiation
look,
here.
He backs
Calm and
himself.
stern, and he
here we
does get
go,
the deal
guys.
done. So Dylan Ann
We have a winner
going to be
in the Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler champion.
Dylan, well played, Dylan. Excellent stuff. Now, I think he said
Your biggest win?
Biggest win.
37. Oh, yep, we're just getting the numbers up here now. 37,770 to Dylan.
34,470 it looks like. For John, spectacular. What a performance for both players.
Great stuff, guys. Thank you very much for joining us for this Nightcrawler stream. Sticking it out with us in the chat. Geez, what are we streaming on still? It's getting that time of morning.
YouTube,
on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We will be back. We will be streaming more events. We've got more exciting stuff coming up. The Super Stack's going to be on tomorrow, day 2.
Look out for the full stream schedule coming out on our social media. If you're not following us on Facebook and Instagram, at Playlive Melbourne on all platforms, give us a follow. And I began the stream with Duck, and we're ending the stream with Duck.
Josh, it's been an absolute pleasure. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Playlive Melbourne Millions. Get down. Dylan, congratulations. John, well played. Hard fought second place. 665 runners. It's been a great stream. Thank you all for sticking with us, and we will see you on the flip side.
See you tomorrow.
Since the first series.
Yeah.
Like first one that's going to be an actual trophy.
Yeah. And the biggest win, yeah?
Oh yeah, by far. It's like.
What was the last time? Last time you had 4 5.
My second biggest. Thank you.
Oh, you want your card? What was the card?
Sorry? Do you want to make a pretty chip tail deal?
I'll get out of the way.